like I stepped up in the booth and trade faces with Scorpion. Finish this and take one. Catch this ain't a Drake one. Your head's up in the clouds, it's feeling like you face one. Not even puffing it out and you can't even say none. Just sitting there with a smile and feeling like Mama Pride is trying to make a pretty grinny. Y'all really get in the crowd, right? Stepping on stage, all I need is one mic to bring us all together. Whether you black or white, it's one love that reach all the people that the serenade to soul. Let's speaking through your speakers off the meter. It's what we about to raise the volume to. It's all adding up to a different altitude. It gets colder, a little bolder, but all you gotta do is just keep it, just keep it, just keep it simple, just keep it, just keep it. Just keep it simple. Just keep it, just keep it, just keep it simple. Just keep it, just keep it, just keep it.
Yo, what's up? How y'all doing? Welcome to the S.O.S podcast, the Random Society, the most honest hour and change of your day. Once a week, we back to you live again at this particular time on this particular day. Yeah, we know what the clock say. Yeah. But my name is Jacques. I'm one of your hosts. This gentleman to my left, he is still at the Jehovah's Witness training camp, and soon to be coming to a door near you.
That's right. He said he's close to getting that platinum watchtower, so look out for that.
Hey, he trying to be in that number.
44,000 go get on.
Yeah.
Trying to be number 70,816.
We in there.
Right.
Yeah. But the gentleman to my right, his name is.
I am Dion the Asshole Professional.
And you know it's real. When he say professional and not professional, and even through the stumble, still I rise. We are 2/3 of the S.O.S pod. Motherfucker. Cast. Ha! Damn, man. Man, over here, I just got through calling you a professional and all that, and then you just gonna do that?
Yeah, I am. And yes, it's still gonna happen again. So see, told you.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I had to get it to play before I could turn it down, nigga. I told you I ain't figured out all the how-tos on the phone.
You can preemptively turn the volume down on that motherfucker.
Nah, there's two different levels. There's a level when it's plugged up, and then there's a level when it's not plugged up. And to the opposite.
Okay, yeah, there is, but you can do both of them at the same time, though.
I could. Guess who didn't?
Just saying.
Guess who didn't? Yeah.
Mr. Asshole. I think it was because he's an asshole that he did this shit on purpose.
Yeah.
Motherfucker ain't even slick.
But it's because I'm a professional that I faded the music out so cleanly.
Yeah, nobody really appreciates that. Just gonna put that out there. Let you marinate on that.
Hey, they gonna appreciate it when I start the motherfucking song back up in the middle of the goddamn show. Just cause.
Okay.
What up, Tempest?
Okay, well, knock yourself out. Do what you gotta do. Yeah. Anyway, we can get right on into it.
Hold on. Dean Tempest, he's at Jehovah Witness boot camp right now.
Right.
He practicing knocking on doors and leaving watchtowers and mailboxes without being seen.
He's mastering the craft of pointing out a Bible verse that eloquently projects his point of view.
Yeah.
While ignoring all the other ones that kind of contradicted. But hey, look, we gonna hear all about that. I think in about a week or so.
Yeah. So
that should be fun.
Hey, why Jehovah's Witnesses always got the most fearful fucking Bible verses available? Like, hey, Ezekiel 49:17 says, "Whoever does not love Lord and eat on the Sabbath will be eaten by wolves and attacked by ravenous vampires."
Hey, look.
So say it here.
Hey, look. I think they be putting extra sauce on it,
man,
because they know it's only 144,652 that's gonna be in that number,
man.
And so they don't really want anybody to really be devout or be down with it. So they might actually have the only true religion. Think about it. Every other religion wants to welcome you in, and they tell you all kinds of pretty good things. These motherfuckers come up there and tell you, "Hey, yo, look,
you're like for the suck.
Everything you do is wrong.
Right.
Everything. You know all that shit you like to do in life? Mm-mm. Yeah, none of that. None of that.
God,
no, you gotta stop
everything.
that." And then, hey, look, I really think they gotta believe it's 140, because that's why they tell you that. So if I believe that, I wouldn't be wanting to have everybody to come in here and just be like, hey, yo, you just pray once and you forgiven and it's over with. Yay. I want that religion.
But still, all right, now, if you think that there's 144,000 only gonna make it, and you know that there's about a 2 million, 3 million, 4 million in your religion, you can't feel good about your odds, period.
Hey, yo, look.
Anytime you see the fucking reverend, you just hope that motherfucker start backsliding. Like, I need to slip that nigga some cocaine.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I think it's like a leaderboard. It's about how many hours you log on the pavement. Like it's gonna be like a stat in 2K.
Right.
Like how many hours you spent in the gym. And you know, hey, look, if you rank in the top 144,000,
but you gotta be
good.
You gotta be in the top 144,000 of all time. It's not like the top 144,000 of us out here right now.
Hey, yo, look, there's an all-time scoring list. I know where I gotta go. I know I gotta be.
See, but you gotta start figuring it out. Like, I need to be in the top 20 out of all the Jehovah Witnesses alive right now in order to have a good chance.
I think it's mostly like this. Like, hey, yo, look, so I'm 28 right now. I gotta go out every Saturday from now until I am 74, and I think I might break Kareem record. Like that's what you got. That's what you're doing.
Hey, but you also gotta you gotta prepare because you know there's a chance once you hit like 77, 78, you ain't gonna be able to get out no more. You might live for another 20 years after that. So you gotta put in extra days to cover up them Saturdays you can't go when you too old.
Look, why you think Karl Malone was still dribbling and shooting? Trying. You gotta try, you know. Hey, look, you go put some effort in it.
Hey, but you know, the motherfuckers Jehovah Witnesses never retire. Motherfuckers will be 85 years old knocking on the goddamn door like they the goddamn
it's a new Jehovah's Witness born. Some motherfuckers be like,
motherfucker coming to your spot.
Some motherfuckers be hearing the sales pitch and be like, you know what? Sounds pretty good. It works for some people, no matter how much you might not want it to.
Hey, I don't even know if the motherfuckers would be prepared if they actually was to be accepted. Like, you say that I'm going to hell if I don't read this 4-page pamphlet? Well, come on in.
Hey, yo, look.
Motherfucker, ooh, I did not expect this.
Hey, would you be more pissed that you didn't do some shit and got into heaven than you would seeing the motherfucker who did the shit you didn't do also get into heaven? Would you be more who would you be more pissed at? Is my question, really.
I would be more pissed at myself for not being. No, I would be more pissed at the motherfucker that told me not to do the bullshit.
Exactly.
Then I would be at the motherfucker that did the bullshit and still got in, i.e. me. Once I slide into heaven, there's gonna be a lot of mad motherfuckers.
I'm looking for the one motherfucker who started it all. Like whoever Jehovah's Witnesses John Smith is. Look, buddy, I'm fucking you up. I get up there. I get up there. He up here too, motherfucker. Wait a minute. You start counting this shit. 154. What the fuck, mother? Hey, you look. Hey, no. Hold on. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You gonna think you just fucked up? No. Yep, 148,000. This is some bullshit. I'm gonna go ahead and stop right now. Yeah, this mother.
I didn't even count that over there.
I'm going. I'm knocking on doors. Hey, yo, look. I need to know if you say.
Did you get to listen to James Brown?
Man, Joe. You got to dance? You danced, motherfucker? I grew up in the town of Footloose. And you motherfuckers out here cutting the rug. And right, okay, all right, I see you.
And then after that, you sitting there and you looking at your boring ass funeral like, these motherfuckers, they all down there silent and shit. This funeral, ain't nobody said a word in 98 minutes. And this motherfucker that I'm sitting next to, this nigga is doing an electric slide right now.
This motherfucker like, oh, shit. Hey, yo, if you get to watch your funeral and you let out an all shit at your funeral. Yeah, man. Hey, she sang that song. She sang the shit out that song.
That's when you know you lived right.
Yo, yeah. Mother, really? You playing the track? We couldn't get a soloist? We couldn't get one soloist in this month? See, I'm going to hunt everybody in this. All right, cool. If I don't get a soloist, I'm hunting motherfuckers.
I don't want no soloist. I want the whole choir.
Hey, I don't really want a funeral, but I want like a party. And I'm gonna expect somebody to grab Mike and do a ditty or two. I'm just saying, you should be kicking it.
Yeah, I definitely want a fight to break out at my after party. Well, actually, it's not gonna be an after party because I don't want a funeral either. It's just a waste of money. Hey, you're not gonna spend $12,000 on a funeral for me. Go get $500 worth of liquor, $200 worth of wings. Get drunk and fight somebody.
Hey, look, I was with you right up until the fight somebody. Motherfucker, everybody there is related, nigga. I don't want my funeral to be violent.
Hey, I mean, it's the best people to fight because y'all gonna get over this shit.
Nah. If I were single, I would probably, appreciate
some debauchery.
A little like two showing up like crying like real hard and looking over like, wait a minute, why is she crying so fucking hard? Is that bitch? Is that Jesse? That Jesse Ann? I want is that Jesse Ann type of funeral? And Jesse Ann just standing there right there. Mm-hmm. Yep, Lucille, that's me. Mm-hmm. Ah, David. Yeah.
I want somebody to get a grieving lap dance at my party.
Oh shit.
It's just I can't believe he's gone.
Hey, look.
I can't believe he's gone.
Hey, look. So you want to look down from heaven and motherfuckers trying their best to get into hell?
Nah, because I'm gonna be proof that you gonna make it.
Oh, because you're gonna make it. Anybody can make it if anybody can make it if magic did it.
Right.
Hey, yo, look, if you get in, that bar is lowered.
Like I got a +2 into heaven, and the one motherfucker that had the most fun at my funeral is gonna be one of them.
Automatic +1.
It's gonna be one of them. Like, hey, when you die, it's knock on the door 3 times. Tell St. Peter that you with me.
Man, Joe, that's real. That's real. He really mean that shit because he got like 9 kids. So he gonna make the motherfuckers battle royal it out for that last one. But he got one of you motherfuckers at the funeral that like really like, have a grand time.
See, I'm a guy my kids to make it on their own merit. But I know with my friends, there's a lot of y'all iffy motherfuckers that I hang with. And I appreciate it. And I love y'all. But it's some iffy motherfuckers on my friends.
Hey, yo, look, stop saying y'all. I'm not included in that. Say them, and I love them. Don't say y'all. I'm here. Hold on, wait a minute. Nah, I ain't got no iffy shit on my red. Yeah. Hey, yo, look, Lord. Hey, this guy you down here created for truth. He down here lying again.
Hey, I ain't lying. I'm saying I know a lot of people who might not be on that.
I'm talking about you lying on me, motherfucker. I'm just saying. I don't know about nobody else. I'm speaking for this one. I'm trying to get my own way in, and I don't need none of nobody extra shit. I got enough of my own that I don't really know.
Yeah.
Till you know.
Yeah. You never know until you're sure.
Hey, yo, look, I don't give a fuck how comfortable you are in your shit. You ain't really comfortable till you get around and be like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, this is fluffy. Yeah, all right. And then you don't like see another door.
Right.
Like it felt good, but you was in the middle. Like, nah, you got to make that walk that way. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you got to start kicking shit, make sure it ain't fake. Like it ain't props and shit. It's just a real cloud.
Hey, look, I just want to make sure that I'm not in. I walked in the building before and then got escorted to an area of the building that I didn't think was like a good area of the building. I'm like, there's better options. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Yeah. So I mean, never count your chickens before they hatch, right? That's what I would say.
I'm already in there.
You already there?
Yeah.
Hey, it be what it is. I had a birthday this weekend.
Yeah. How was the birthday weekend, nigga?
Oh, birthday weekend was great. I'm old officially.
Yeah. You've officially reached the old age, nigga.
My birthday, I hung out with my mama, and my children, and my wife, in no particular order of importance. By the way, since she's sitting over there looking at me while she on her phone. Getting the tight, y'all.
Was this 3 different gatherings or
same? No,
all at the same time?
All at the same time. All at the same time.
I'm gonna kick it with the kids, but the wife gotta wait.
No.
I'm with the wife. Y'all gotta go somewhere.
Nah, we were all already here, and my mom came over and then she left about like 8:30. So it was an early night, if I do say so myself, and that's how you ring in a good 38.
Yeah,
38 is like, man, Joe, grown man age. Man, I got a function I gotta go to tomorrow. and I got some shit to do on Sunday. So yeah, I'm gonna be easy right now.
Yeah, it's a grown man age, and it's also not a benchmark. So it's just like,
What do you do? What do you do when you're 38?
It's the day.
But that Sunday, I brunched and mimosa the shit out.
Mimosa the shit out. You can't mimosa the shit out.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
You want to know how you can? You start drinking mimosas at about 10 o'clock in the morning, and then don't stop until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Still a bunch of mimosas.
Doesn't matter. Hey, look, it was great. We got irresponsible.
You got drunk off mimosas?
Yeah.
Hold on. Did you get drunk off mimosas?
Oh, she definitely did.
Oh,
definitely
shit.
got drunk. We got so drunk, we forgot about our kids.
How did you forget about the kids?
Hey, look, because we came home from drinking till 3 o'clock in the afternoon and decided to lay down. Made it to the couch. Made it to the couch. The two of us. And I woke up and was like, oh shit, damn, where the kids at? We gotta go get the kids. But
hold on. Your first thought was, oh shit, where the kids at?
Yep. And then I was like, oh damn, we gotta go get the kids. Cause she was right there. So I nudged her and she was like, nah, I already talked. We can get them tomorrow morning. And then she proceeded to wind the fuck back out. Yeah. I got to my parents' house the next morning. My mother told me, my father said, yeah, they ain't coming to get them kids. They sound too messed up to do anything right now. They ain't gonna get them kids tonight. Even if we took them over there, they ain't even gonna know they like, yeah, he knew. I ain't even remember talking to him.
But you talked to him?
Still not 100% sure if I talked to him or not. I don't know.
Mimosas, nigga?
Yo, look, a lot of mimosas.
A lot of mimosas is still mimosas. All right, Danny.
Hey, look.
Still mimosas.
Hey, look, I ain't quite make it to my goal of $400 worth of champagne, but I definitely hit it for like at least, and we talk about cheap champagne. So I hit at least maybe $170, $180 worth of champagne. I think I got about that much.
All right. Now how much was the endless mimosas?
Oh, it was $20 extra on top of the food buffet.
So
the food buffet was $40.
$20, you got $180 worth in?
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Oh,
That's good.
The exchange rate was great.
Yeah.
The exchange rate was great.
Yeah, it's like if you pay for an open bar, you have to drink at least 4 times as much as you pay. So if you pay $40 for an open bar, you have to drink $160 worth of liquor
every time.
Because even then, that only equates to $80 worth of actual liquor, but it's $160 worth of liquor that they're gonna charge you for because they always double the price. So
I got to get a win some kind of way.
Yeah,
math, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
alcoholics math, but still math.
Still math. So yeah, $180 worth of mimosas is good damage to them, but it's still mimosas, nigga. You can't get that drunk off of champagne with a chaser.
No, first of all, you don't really chase all the champagne. You do like the first 3 is mimosas, and it's like mo, then I don't know which is the one or the other.
Which one is supposed to be the alcohol?
Yeah, I don't know which one is supposed to be the alcohol.
It depends on how you pour it. If you're doing alcohol first, then it's the muh.
It was more muh than osa, for sure, definitely. So yeah, I got mine in. I don't know. You should have came, and then you could have also seen how to get drunk on champagne. Just drink that shit for like 6 hours straight. Yeah, see, it'll work.
See, but see, it was 11 o'clock on a Sunday, and I had the kid, and
you could have brought him, left him in the car. Be responsible.
Yeah, that is true. It is true. He does have his iPad, and that Disney Plus is wonderful. Like Disney Plus and Roblox. He definitely.
Wait, you still on Disney Plus?
Huh?
You still on Disney Plus?
Yeah, I'm still on Disney
paying
Plus.
For that shit?
Huh?
You paying for that shit?
Yeah.
Knew you was a sucker. Paying $9.99 a month to watch That's So Raven and The Mandalorian.
I'm paying $6.99 a month to watch X-Men.
Hey, yo, look. Well, hey, look. You know what? I can't even be mad at that. Like, if you let it go for like a month and a half. Because, I mean, ain't but a few episodes of X-Men you got to watch.
Nah, I watch all of them.
Yeah, but it's only a few of them motherfuckers.
Oh, no, there's quite a few that. There's, when Morph died.
No, they're all good. I'm just saying it's like a half-hour episode.
Yeah.
It's not much X-Men to go around.
Oh, it is. It's 4.5 seasons?
2 days.
2 days, 2.5 days.
2 days.
Then you chill for a few days, and then
I'm not rewatching that shit. That shit's depressing. That shit played like a bad movie.
I mean, yeah, there is.
It's sad. It's just sad. I'm not going through this shit no more.
It's sadder than the Saturday morning cartoon should have been.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh! That's my Wolverine impression. I don't know, but yeah, Gene. It's a lot of shit. And I gotta see them make Malcolm white, make Martin white, and then shoot both of these niggas again. like I don't know why I want to keep watching that shit over and over again. Like, nah, I'm cool. Hey, speaking of shooting Malcolm.
Hold on. Danny says Baby Yoda is on Disney. I still haven't watched the
who?
The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Star Wars shit.
I said Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Baby who?
Baby Yoda.
Oh, he's in the Mandalorian. Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I've never watched a Star Wars anything. Not a movie, not a TV show.
What I want to know is how far back is this fucking show going if we getting a Baby Yoda? Wasn't Yoda like 9,000 years old or some shit?
Yeah,
Was he supposed to be old as shit?
You gotta get his origin story.
I don't know. It's too far away. His origin is too far removed from anything we know. Nobody that he knew growing up is around no more. Like, none of the motherfuckers. Ain't been around for a minute. He's talking to their great-great-grandchildren right now. Like, no. Yoda was not the motherfucker to do an origin story on. Like, I want this prehistoric ass origin story.
R2D2 was just a fucking a garbage can with a D battery at that time.
That motherfucker was minerals at that point. he wasn't solid enough iron ore to make up yet. Like, whatever the fuck they made. I don't know what the fuck you make machines out of in space. Probably shouldn't be iron, but who the fuck knows?
Hey, was R2D2 the fucking golden robot thing, or was it
that was CP3O?
Oh, well, yeah.
R2D2 was the motherfucker Bucket, the original Bucket boy.
Yeah, that was a boy. That was a bucket.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, what I was going to say. Oh, I was listening to a podcast that I listen to from time to time, the Joe Budden podcast, and they had a member from the Nation on there, right? And he was speaking.
Denomination?
Oh, Islam. Like, yeah, I wouldn't be talking about. Farouk and them.
Hey, maybe D-Lo Brown pop.
Right. We want to see what the fuck Papa Shango had to talk about. Like, No.
Hey, that nigga went from being a fucking spooky ass fucking witch doctor to a pimp.
I don't think that was the same guy.
It was the same guy.
I don't think that was the same guy.
Yes.
I don't think
Papa Shango was the godfather.
Yo, look, I don't know. That's like a rumor or some shit.
No, that's real life.
I don't know. It didn't look like dentures. He looked like he had all his real teeth.
Nah, nigga, that was that.
Hey, look, I think that's one of them urban legends.
Nah.
Like, if you looked it up, you found like it was one motherfucking name like Robert. Another motherfucking name Andrew or some shit. Like, they had real regular names.
Nope, nigga, Papa Shango was the godfather.
All right, big. All right, hey, look.
Selling shows to pimping hoes.
Pimping hoe had a whole train.
Light it up. Say, pimping ain't he?
Turned in his voodoo cane for the hoe train.
Right.
Hey.
All right, so what happened on the Joe Budden podcast?
Yeah, so they had a dude from the Nation of Islam on there, and he was talking about their conversation with Godfather Harlem and how Mile had said that I think I didn't hear him say it because I be listening sometimes, and sometimes I don't listen. But they said I think it was something to the effect that the Muslims killed Malcolm, which is what I was under the impression of for like my entire life. I saw X, like I think you saw X. Yeah. Everybody else saw
your
X.
hand on my pocket, nigga.
Man, Joe, I swear I thought that was yeah. Just saying, thought it was a nation. I thought that was a generally agreed upon.
Yeah, we all accept it.
Yeah, we gonna accept it, but ain't none of the motherfuckers cracking. So hey, good luck getting the witness in that one. Yeah. But anyway, he was like, yeah, it wasn't nobody from the nation. It was the FBI that killed Malcolm. And that was the first time I heard that. But it made all the fucking sense in the world.
As far as, well, yeah, I mean,
black man waking people up. Don't the government usually take that motherfucker out? Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I mean, this is it. I don't think the FBI took him out because I'm pretty sure that they knew that the Muslims would do it.
Yeah, but what if the Muslims weren't going to do it, though? What if they were just mad at each other, waiting on Malcolm to, like, turn his life back around again. Like dude said something that also like made me think about it. Well, he said some shit. He was like, Elijah Muhammad cried when Malcolm died. He was like, that was like a son to him. And although he had like kicked him out, he told Malcolm he could come back. And I don't know how true that part was. Cause I ain't really researched Malcolm descent from the what you call it, the parish, the mosque, whatever. But I don't know if he really did talk about Elijah Muhammad like that, or if that's just some shit people say that he said. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I never researched it on my own.
Yeah, but I mean, I also know the fucking G Money. I mean, Nino died, cried when he killed G Money.
Hey, yo, look, he did, but he also like shot that motherfucker. I don't know. I mean, but if you were to go into the narrative that, hey, look, dude saw Malcolm coming back and being better or whatever for it, like we got to understand that shortly before Malcolm was also red.
Yeah. And
it wasn't like a long time that passed before he went from red to Malcolm.
Yeah.
So maybe he had to get some more of that red up out of him and he was going to be an even better version. I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate and I'm cautioning I had to check myself about, just believing the worst in my own people. You know what I'm saying? Just off the jump from what somebody just said, just take it as fact and boom, never do any due diligence, never do any of my own research on it. Just took the narrative as it was on face value and just run with it. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, but I mean, all right, so I mean, it's pretty accepted that a black person was the trigger man.
Yeah, but dude said that black person was he was in the FBI and he also had infiltrated the Black Panther Party at a point too.
That same nigga?
Same nigga.
Nah. See,
hey, look.
See, nah.
I don't know it to be true, but also know that I have not done any research on this subject. So
not that same one magnificent fucking bizarro undercover brother.
Hey, look, if it's the same chick and all the mass shootings sitting there crying like, why can't it be the same brother everywhere talking about get your hand in my pocket?
Nah, then that would be that would have to be the who's the nigga that shot Kane? He would be the real life version of him from the 60s. Old boy that raped the old girl and How to Be a Player.
Oh, Junior?
Yeah.
I was talking about old boy from Don't Be a Menace. How drinking your juice in the hood.
Nah.
The white boy.
Nah, this would have to be the real life Junior of the 60s. To be the same nigga that assassinated Dr. King and infiltrated and brought down the fucking Black Panthers. Nah.
Hey, look.
This nigga is the fucking James Bond of Jim Crow.
Hey, look, I don't know. All I know is I already don't take I don't take everything I hear at face value, but I did take that. And not for nothing, it might be something worth looking into. I ain't really had no deep dive on it. I heard it, thought I'd mention it because it kind of came up in the conversation a little bit. I thought it was rather interesting and reflected on myself and said, hey, maybe not. Man, that was all.
It's an interesting theory. I don't believe it though.
Hey,
I like you could convince me that the FBI killed him. I mean, shit, FBI fucking killed Dr. King.
They killed everybody.
Yeah.
Shit.
FBI brought down the fucking Black Panthers, killed all the motherfuckers. I can believe that.
What you call him? Fred Hampton just had a birthday.
Yeah.
Recipe. Yeah. Killed him.
Yeah, killed him.
Just saying.
I can believe that there's multiple Negroes in the FBI that's infiltrating and doing all this shit. I'm not gonna believe it's the same motherfucker.
And look, I mean, how many do they have to go around?
Definitely need at least 2. This is a definitely you need to go from.
You needed one for you needed one to get the moles, the stones, the folks. You need one for everybody at least. If it's not the same motherfucker. Yeah, they got everybody kind of like in the same. I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, one for the most fucking Jeff Ford, the fucking Libyans got him.
No, he got him.
I mean, he got him by going to the Libyans.
This motherfucker got on the phone and was like, hey, yo, how much was in the rocket launch? Like, nah, you can't do that. You can't get it. In Chicago, man?
I appreciate him saying that this is an arms war and going for the gold. But yeah.
Nah, G, they're not gonna let you do like a 9/11. Like, before 9/11. Like, no, you can't get that kind of. It just ain't happening.
Hey, but I mean, if you gotta go out, you might as well go out, going out and trying to be the best. So I mean, I can't even be
Is he
mad at
dead?
that. Huh?
Is he dead?
I
I don't think he's dead.
think so.
You think so? I don't know. I know I haven't heard his name in a very long time. Like, they buried that motherfucker.
Yeah, I think he might be there because we hear all the free Hoover talking. Free Hoover.
Right.
But,
Hey, it would be nice if like somebody from the society would look that up.
But we never hear the free Jeff Ford.
Never.
And so yeah, I mean, while we're trying to free Hoover.
If Jeff Ford or Chief Malik,
not Chief Malik is definitely dead, I believe.
ain't that the same person?
Nah, Chief Malik is
What
leader
was
of the
Jeff
Black
Ford?
Zone.
What was Jeff Ford name?
Jeff Ford was leader of the Vice Lords.
Man, Joe. What's his other name? Yeah, Chief Malik. Jeff Ford.
Chief Malik is Jeff Ford?
Yeah.
Well, damn.
When they turned to the El Rukins, he was like, "Hey, yo, look."
My bad.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know as much about that side of gang history as
You're not on that side of the tracks.
Yeah. My star had a different number of points.
Yes, it was the Star of David. Not that David. David Barton. No, anyway,
yeah.
nah, I'm just saying, believe half of what you hear. Yeah, something like that. Half of what you see, none of what you hear. Whatever. However the fuck it go, be skeptical about shit. And it can't hurt to be wrong, man, if, you're wrong. If you're trying to get right, can't help but to be wrong. I don't know. Where do we go from here? Let's go ahead and I'll take a moment for I don't know the artist. I don't know this gentleman's real name, but Juice WRLD.
Yeah, Juice WRLD from the suburbs.
I was trying to give him a moment. I had learned the lesson. So we have a moment for Juice WRLD. All right. Yeah. I did that one right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, if you all didn't know, this gentleman, he passed away this past Saturday night, Sunday morning, whatever ish. Jared Higgins. Wow.
Yeah.
Quick on the Googles now. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, he passed away this past Sunday morning around 3:00.
Yep.
At the coming home in Midway on the airplane. Had a seizure at the airport. There's conflicting reports about the cause of said seizure.
Mm-hmm.
There's also reports out about the contents of his plane and the interactions that he was having with authorities. Yeah. We don't know any of this stuff to be true just yet, so we're not going to comment too much on that. But young man lost his life. Sad all the way around. He had a family. I think he just had a birthday also and was coming home to celebrate that. But it's a 21-year-old individual that's dead. It's tough for a lot of people.
Yeah.
We get it. With that being said, do you think that there is a proliferation of drug culture in music that is affecting the youth?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
It's shit is all over everything, all over all of the music. Like, we had a lot of the Chronic, smoke weed, all that shit. That shit came in 92.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a lot of shit that had nothing to do with weed that we could listen to. That was around, that was being played, that was popular. Now,
I mean, even if you weren't listening to that shit, the worst it was gonna be was some weed and some motherfucking something to drink. You know what I'm saying? That was the extent of what we recreationally abused.
Yeah, Chronic, gin and juice.
A lot of people nowadays, a lot of these kids out here, they are recreationally abusing
chemical drugs,
way more potent shit that somebody cooked up in the lab for a whole different purpose of what you're using it for.
Yeah,
and now you're overusing the shit, and it is killing a lot of people in untimely ways. in no judicious fashion. It's taking motherfuckers right the fuck on out.
Yeah. And it's like with weed when we were growing up, like the only way that you could get some fucked up weed is if somebody added some shit to it. Motherfuckers add some cocaine or some
And
fucking
not a person who was selling
fluid.
the weed.
Yeah.
A person who was smoking the weed and did that shit on their own, because all of those things that you would add would increase the price of said weed.
Yeah. And motherfuckers just wasn't about giving away money. Like, no,
At all.
not for to say you a nickel bag of drugs with $12 worth of drugs.
In it at all. Yeah.
But it's like now, it's like the shit that they give you, the shit these motherfuckers are taking, if it go bad, it can be fatal. Because it's like
It's
chemical
often,
shit.
It's often
created
fatal.
shit.
What Mac Miller died because he had some shit with fentanyl in it.
Yep.
And they said, I read some shit one day, they said that the amount of fentanyl it would take to kill, and it was a ridiculous number of people, is small enough to fit on like a dime. And not like the dime itself, but like the head of the dime. Like the head's picture on a dime is enough fentanyl to kill like 60 people or some shit like that.
Damn.
And that's not a lot of fentanyl. If you're familiar with a dime, just imagine was that Alexander Hamilton head on that motherfucker. Whoever fucking head is on it.
What the fuck is on the dime?
I don't know. I thought it was Hamilton.
Man, that sounds good.
It'll work. When the last time you seen a dime?
Right.
Yeah, but enough to kill a lot of people, and you wouldn't even think that, but that's how real it is. And you got people out here weighing that shit up on the scale that they didn't have banging around in a trunk for the last 4 weeks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you getting this shit that needs to be carefully measured from motherfuckers who can't count.
Oh,
That's also a thing.
the motherfuckers who's supposed to give it out got degrees and giving it out. Like it's a thing, and they doing it in labs.
Yeah,
the
motherfuckers that you buying it from is standing on goddamn weird ass corners in the middle of the night,
Did this shit in their kitchen.
and can't count to the number E.
They dishwasher don't work,
Right.
but you expect their skill too. Like you just got it's just mad wild out here. It's mad real, and I think we'd be doing a disservice if we didn't say that. You got to be careful with it. It's not even be careful with this shit.
Leave that shit
You
alone,
can't
folks.
do this shit. It is not for human consumption. It's not for mass consumption like that. It's just not. It's just not. And it's getting motherfuckers on up out of here real quick. Ain't no being careful with it. Ain't no I know how to do that shit. And a lot of motherfuckers need to be aware of that shit. It ain't even just the pills. Motherfuckers is doing. I heard that it motherfuckers is back on heroin now and shit. Like niggas
Heroin has come back.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like it's like it's motherfuckers doing a lot of shit that you just should not be doing, and it's just ridiculous out here. And if anybody gonna tell you that this shit ain't cool at all, I'm gonna tell you that shit ain't cool. I tell you something else, Slick. The motherfuckers who placate you and allow you to do things to your own detriment, the motherfuckers ain't your friends. The motherfuckers ain't people that got your own best interest at heart. The same motherfuckers that we call evil and say they got the master plan, we say it's a plan, especially conspiracy theory wise, we say motherfuckers got a plan against us, black people.
Mm-hmm.
Why you think a lot of this music is being greenlit? A lot of motherfuckers don't like you motherfuckers, and they're allowing certain music to permeate through your culture, right to you, directly influencing you with a lot of bullshit.
And this is where we're gonna diverge.
Hey, look, it is. But hey, that's just my opinion. I don't know what the society never walked upstairs and shit.
I mean, but if you, I don't think that this music is the drug music is being intentionally pushed and forced upon people. I think motherfuckers like it and go to it.
Do you think drugs be intentionally forced on motherfuckers, or motherfuckers just like it and go to it?
Motherfuckers hear about the shit and like, hey, I'm gonna do that, and then go do the shit.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
Like, I mean, nobody's just handing out free drugs.
But
like,
I'm saying, do you think drugs are doled out with an ulterior motive, with a plan in mind to attack a certain group of people?
Like These pills and shit?
No, drugs in general. Our communities have been tried. They tried to destroy our communities with drugs for years.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Yeah.
Period. So the same people that we say is in charge of that, the motherfuckers also in charge of not even just music, entertainment in general. These motherfuckers are in charge of it. And they let a lot of shit, go through.
No.
I'll say this. Okay. It's been a long time. So spoiler alert, if you all haven't seen it. I know I don't think you care about spoilers, and I think you already know what happens in this shit anyway.
What?
Queen and Slim.
Oh, right.
All right. Queen and Slim die in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, get shot the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
After they make a movie about, they tout it as about them killing the cop. Them, man, Joe, taking the cop on out and exposed. Everybody had this idea of what they thought the movie was going to be going into it.
Resistance.
Man, Joe, right? But then you go into it, you see it, and then you get the end resolution, which is what all of the movies normally be. Nigga, you do some shit, nigga, you gonna die. Period, point blank, the end, roll credits. That's what happened in this movie. There was no overarching, uplifting theme to it. Nobody in the theater I went into walked out with their head up and feeling proud about having seen this or having some pride about their ethnic background. It wasn't not a black love, black pride in that motherfucker. It started off with a bang when he shot the motherfucking cop. Motherfuckers in the theater clapped.
Mm-hmm.
But motherfuckers went from that. It's like, oh shit. Just felt more and more defeat about the situation. And I said that to say this. She got on the radio, Lena Waithe herself, and said that there was a bidding war for this movie from major studios. They came to her and was like, we want to make this movie. We want to make this movie. Once they heard about it, we want to make it. This movie has got to be made. So you get all these big name, all these studios of these so-called white devils, motherfuckers who don't never have our best interests at heart, always like to show us in the worst light. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, having a bidding war and doing unprecedented shit, like giving a first-time filmmaker and a first-time film director final cut abilities on a movie that they're giving a budget to. Mm-hmm. Why were they so eager to make that movie? And then ask me one more question. Ask me who made the movie.
Who made the movie?
No.
Who wrote the movie?
Oh, anyway.
Is she Caucasian?
No, she's not. She's a black woman.
Okay, and when she wrote the movie, when she wrote the script, did she write that they died at the end?
Yeah. They got the script as is. Studios weren't allowed to change it. The studios agreed. You know what? We don't want to change a fucking thing. We love it just like that. So
now,
ask me what studio made it.
What studio made it?
The same studio that is embroiled in a civil case with Byron Allen about being racist and owning shit.
Universal?
NBC. Same shit. Yeah. So they the ones that made it, and they also just so happen to coincidentally be being called out for being against black people and racist against people that look like us.
Okay, but this is her vision,
right?
This is her words.
Yep. That they were just in a hurry to make.
So if these are her words, her vision, isn't that on her?
Oh, definitely she's culpable in it. But what I'm saying is that they will have, I think that the powers that be, the same powers that we say try to negatively influence our communities, rushed to make this movie because they knew what the movie was, and they like to push that narrative out there. These are the same studios that'll put a shit ton of money behind Harriet and the shit ton of money behind 12 Years a Slave and shit like that. They'll continuously push slave movies on us. They'll push movies where we die on us, but they won't push a lot of movies where we're uplifted and empowered. They don't do that with dollars.
Okay, but I mean, they do. Raising Dion?
You got a story, and I've only seen a few episodes of Raising Dion, but on its surface, it's about an African American child who has superpowers, right? But then when you delve deeper, when you're just looking at the show, watching it, you see African American single mother struggling to raise her child with issues with no father in the home. Now they explain the father not being there.
Yeah. Fuck the spoilers.
Yeah, fuck the spoilers. They explain away the father from not being there as he's dead.
Yeah,
he's passed away.
Yes, he was killed.
Yeah, but the show on its merit, when you're just watching, it's a narrative. Single black mother struggling to raise a son in adverse conditions. They love making that fucking show all the time. I don't give a fuck if they give a nigga superpowers or not.
Okay, now when you watch the entire show, it is single black mother whose gifted son is a genius. His father was a fucking engineer who was killed by a fucking freak storm. The white guy who was his best friend and who was Dion's godfather.
Oh, also they have the white savior in the picture, right?
Oh no, he ends up being the fucking villain.
Oh wow.
And the murderer.
Hey, look.
And the one who killed the father.
So they gave the old white savior switcheroo.
And he was destroyed by little black kid with superpowers.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, man, Joe. So it's
big
still
budget.
Is it still about it's still a picture about a single black mother raising a child by herself without a father in the home?
It's about a.
I'm just saying. At its core, that's what you're gonna see on a week-to-week basis.
Yep, and also her trying to raise this black kid, and her lesbian doctor sister helping her. This little kid with magic powers who is a fucking scientific genius at the age of 7. And his fucking engineer father, who he is actually trying to save.
Okay, all right. When he bring that motherfucker back and it's no longer a single mother raising a child struggling, then I'll be like,
it's a widowed mother, not a single mother.
Still single. She don't walk around widowed. She's still walking around. It's still a narrative. It's still a directive. And there are very few shows that show us in positive lights. And first of all, second of all, we're talking about a Netflix program, and I can point down a dial right to another Netflix program, and I can nitpick all these shits. Like I can, because I see conspiracies and everything, and I might sound like conspiracy man and all crazy and shit. But hey, I'm just saying, some of this shit, it look a little funny. I ain't saying it is, but the shit a little weird. They got the show with what's the Tia Tamara sister, whichever one of them that is cool that we like. Okay, Tia, her. She got the show on Netflix with everybody's favorite grandmama.
Jennifer Lewis?
Nah. That's everybody's favorite auntie. What's the other one? Dreamgirls. Loretta Devine. Yeah.
Not everybody's favorite grandma. I hate her.
Okay, it's a show called Family Reunion. But it's
goddamn voice.
But it's a show about this guy with his family having to moving back home to live with his parents in his childhood home because reasons. Whatever the reasons are, it's still that's what it is. Coming back home, and you got to live with your parents now. And that's the good show about a whole nuclear family. That's the good one. But still, you get certain imagery.
But see, we're not arguing that that doesn't exist. You're arguing that the fucking good shit doesn't exist.
No,
it's not giving the proper shine.
I'm arguing that the good shit we have to take with like a really major grain of salt in the shit. All of it. There's like something there that you just gotta like deal with. And it's always like a stereotypical thing, even though it's not shown in a stereotypical light. Even the best of it is like, well, motherfucker had to move back home, live with his parents. She's still a single mother. It's just shit like that. the show on Bounce, Family Time, a great family show about a husband and a wife. They got 2 kids and all the other shit. But hey, she got pregnant in high school. Like, it's always something.
You can do that with anything.
I don't know about everything. I just know I could do it with a lot of this shit. And I said I might be nitpicking. I don't know.
No doubt you are.
But hey, yo, look, is it because does the nitpick invalidate the actual discovery of the pick? If I pick something out, is it disvalidated? You know the word I'm trying to say. What's the word?
Yeah, unvalidated. Whatever.
Devalidated.
Invalidated.
Is it invalidated? There we go. I knew between these two brains on the set we can get that word. Is it invalidated because I was being nitpicky? If I actually pick up some shit.
No, but I mean, if it does, if you're only nitpicking at this one genre, saying that this only happens here when it literally can happen everywhere if you look hard enough.
I don't know. I might not watch enough Caucasian television, but I can see it in certain circumstances and then not really in some others. Big Bang Theory, I guess they got it. They got the stereotypical guy living with his mother till he's in his 30s. They got that.
Stereotypical nerds, awkward white guys, all that shit.
Mm-hmm. But the most awkward of them all was the brown guy. So, still in there. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I was listening to too many people from the nation today. I don't know. Got me all riled up. But now I do this a lot. So, yeah, it might just be me. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, I mean, if you want to find that shit, you can find that shit in literally every single show. Goddamn Friends, whole bunch of white people that ain't got no jobs, just sit around and miraculously just exist.
Yeah, not off welfare, and not a whole bunch of people that don't have any jobs. Just 3, then 2, and then just 1 really that didn't have a job. Well, I don't know what Phoebe did other than massage people and quite possibly be a prostitute, maybe. I don't know.
Seinfeld, George lived with his parents.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Kramer didn't have a job.
But he always got money and never did nothing illegal. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jerry wasn't even that funny and was able to live in a great apartment in New York and always had bread.
Yeah, you can find negatives and you can find negative stereotypes and everything.
I guess, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I entered into this saying that maybe I'm a little nitpicky-ish on it. I don't know, but I'm just saying that all the ones that I see with us, I see shenaniganish shit.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also because you're close to the fucking subject. Like you want this shit to be perfect and great, and
I want it to be better. I want Black Lightning not to have marital issues. I want his wife not to be a crackhead. I like that she's a doctor. I don't like that she's also a crackhead.
All right, so what's your issue with Blackish?
The father is an extremely immature character. The other paternal figure, the grandfather, is a horrible deadbeat individual who's just being supported by his son, whom he's never actually showed any proper love to. And they're somehow trying to raise a family in the midst of all of that.
All right, so you think Anthony Anderson character is
very immature? I don't think he's a very good father to his oldest son or his youngest son.
That's part of the joke.
I know it's a joke. I get it, but I'm just saying.
But he's actually a great parent.
Not really, though.
Not really?
No, not really. Not really. But he's horrible to Junior.
But he's not.
He is, though.
He's not.
He won't tell this boy he loves him or likes him.
But he did.
Yeah, like once, but 9,000 times. Make the fuck out of here. I can't stand you. Move. You're so corny. I can't believe you, my son.
Part of the goddamn joke. But he also got him a job with his job. He got him an internship.
Yeah.
He supported him. He wanted him to go to his college.
Yeah.
So just because he doesn't Yeah, you just reach it, my nigga.
Hey, look, baby, and I like Blackish. I watch that shit every week. You're gonna continue to watch it. But I'm just saying, I think that Anthony Anderson's character on the show is flawed. I think it's written to be flawed. It's funny because he's flawed, but he's flawed. If you laugh at all of the jokes, you have to actually acknowledge that the character is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, but that's part of the fucking.
But the character's fucked up. You can't say it's part of the joke, but it's part of the joke that he's fucked up. But I'm saying he's
everybody's fucked up. Literally.
I don't know about everybody.
I'm a flawed fucking parent. And you're a flawed fucking parent.
Oh, you talking about
we're all fucking flawed.
We all have our flaws. Yes. But we're talking about fiction. We're talking about fantasy.
I think Blackish is I think it's probably the most realistic look at parenting.
I don't know about that. Again, I don't think I'll ever treat my son the way he treats his.
You don't think so?
No.
I witnessed it.
I'm not disappointed in my son about shit that I am disappointed in myself. I don't do that. He does that every fucking week.
He does what?
He's disappointed in his son for not doing some shit that he's disappointed that he couldn't do.
I don't get that. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like give me an example.
He's disappointed at Jack for not being what was the football?
Basketball.
Nah, basketball. Yeah, basketball too. Yeah, basketball. That was the sport.
Yeah, that was earlier this season.
Yeah,
he didn't make the basketball team because he was too short.
He's always disappointed at Junior for not being able to do some shit that he wanted to do, like being the cool kid in school. Dre wasn't the cool kid in school, but he's mad at Junior for being corny. Motherfucker, you was corny. You just mad because you can't vicariously live through this motherfucker.
But he also wanted the best for Junior. He was proud of him.
Yes, because he wanted the best for him so he could live vicariously through this motherfucker. You know how hard it is to vicariously live through a motherfucker that is struggling in life? You know how bad your life got to be like getting your avatar on with this motherfucker?
Hey, but even when Junior was struggling, he was still supporting him.
No, he was still like, get your shit together.
Yeah.
Because I need to live vicariously through you, motherfucker.
No, because I want you to be a good person.
So I can gloat, motherfucker.
No, so that you could be a good person.
You
think his whole reason for wanting Junior to fucking go to college and do that shit is so that he can live through him and not for him to want to be a good person?
Nope. I'll tell you why. Because Junior wanted to go to a really, really good school. And Dre was like, nope, I want you to go to Howard. Because it's Howard. And it wasn't Howard like versus like Wyoming. It was Howard versus like
Brown, I think.
Yeah. Like, no, you go to Brown.
Either one.
No, you go to Brown.
Either one.
You go to Brown. You don't go to Howard. If you get into Howard and Brown, you go to Brown. You go to Brown.
You think so?
Yeah. You go to Brown.
All right, so if your little one gets accepted to Brown and Howard and shit, knowing him, Stanford and Jackson State.
Man, Joe, I'm gonna save you the trouble. You go to the best school you get into. Now I ain't saying I'm not saying choose Iowa State over Howard, but I'm saying choose Brown. I'm saying choose Harvard. I'm saying go to Princeton. Don't go to Tuskegee. Go to Princeton.
All right, so if it was Northwestern or Howard,
what you majoring
in? Say accounting.
Man, probably Northwestern.
Because
I think it's gonna teach you more about accounting or I think it'll be a better accounting school than Howard. And I might be wrong about that, but I think it's probably some shit that Howard probably better at, specialized in. I don't know if accounting is one of them. I don't know if I know a lot of motherfuckers that say they came out of Howard School of Accounting.
All right. So you're saying the college his college experience should solely be about going to the best school and getting the best education, no matter anything else.
In the world we live in now, in reality, yes. Now, if you're talking about some super unrealistic world where, okay, the best school is also the absolute most racist school, you're gonna be subjugated, but you'll get the best education. Then no, don't do that. But if we're talking about,
you think that's unrealistic?
Yeah, I think that's unrealistic.
So you don't think that there's racism going on in Harvard?
No, not see you trying to change.
You think
racism goes on at Howard? Yes, I mean at Harvard. Yeah, racism goes on. But do I think that is? Do I think that there is a increased degree of racism that goes on at Harvard or Yale than in anywhere else? No. I think you'll get to. I think you might get either equal or less racism than you would meet on a regular day's basis going to Harvard. So therefore, go to Harvard.
All right. So what about University of Wisconsin?
Oh, go to Howard.
University of Wisconsin has a very prestigious
program. I don't think it's a good enough school to where it's going to differentiate you that much. I don't. And I don't know the accounting program. I don't know the specifics of their shit. I really don't.
All right. So there's a level of school there in which it's okay to accept dealing with racism.
Yeah. There's a level of racism that's is okay to accept to go to a certain school. I think that there is.
I don't know.
Are the Zetas not gonna like you on Harvard's campus? All right, fine. Fuck them. They ain't got a chapter of alphas you can go click up with too, though. That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck about the little dickish ass motherfucking privileged pricks you might run into. You're gonna run into them in life, period.
But you don't think on a day-to-day basis that you're gonna run into racism at Harvard? Just day to day.
Yeah, but I run into I could run into racism on a day-to-day basis now. And you know me, I could make some shit happen. I can infer some things.
Yeah, not inferring.
I'm just saying.
Dealing with racism.
I don't think you're gonna get a higher tick of like walk around, hey boy, racism, like than walking around in everyday society. I think you're gonna get normal department store level racism at Harvard if you get racism. They might look at you when you walk in the dorm room and question whether or not you belong. Might not question you, but the question may arise: is he here because of affirmative action? You might get that. You definitely might. Is that enough racism for me to say, hey, yo, look, nah, don't go there. Fuck that. Give up that opportunity to get that good ass education because they're gonna look at you like you don't belong. Fuck that. You've been looked at like you don't belong probably your whole life. Shit. You better go do that shit. Get your ass off your shoulders and go sell that weed. No, I'm just not the weed.
I don't know. I feel like there's that level of racism may not be as low as you think it is. And also I feel like it depends on the student, the kid. Like I don't want education to be their sole purpose of going to college because it wasn't your sole purpose of going to college.
Hey, yo, look, but it should have been. I could have kicked it anywhere though.
It shouldn't have been.
I could have kicked it. You could get the college experience. You can get that atmosphere, that irresponsibleness of the fact that you're responsible is why it feels so good to be irresponsible about the decisions that you're making. You can get that wherever the fuck you go. You don't have to go to an HBCU in order to have a good social component to your education. You don't. You can do that shit anywhere. You can find the Black Student Union wherever the fuck you at. Yeah. Might be it might even be tired because it's gonna be like 30 of you motherfuckers here. Like you gonna know all the black people and y'all gonna work together intimately.
Yeah, but you don't want to know all of the black people anywhere you're at.
Hey, yo, look.
You don't want to know all of the black people.
Hey, yo, look. Most places I go, if it's like 20 black people, I kind of want to know all the black people where I'm at. If it's 400, I don't want to know all of them, but I need to know at least like 12.
Yeah, but you don't want to be anywhere where you're either the black person or the other black person. That's not where you want to be.
Hey, you talking to a person that went to school. I went to a PWI, and hey, it is what it is.
My motherfucker, no.
What? What are you talking about?
You went to Northern, nigga.
That's a PWI. The fuck you talking about?
Gee.
Okay, you want to go ahead and hit the mic right here because we have another Northern alum. While we talking about it.
So you're saying that you knew the majority of the black people there?
No, you didn't know the majority of black people there.
No, not saying that. What I'm saying is that
it's majority white.
The school was a PWI. When you were in classes, how many black people were in class with you?
Probably 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Like it was a percentage of maybe 30% black in a class.
30% black.
Maybe.
No, I don't. No.
There's 12 in the country.
Those are.
Oh, well, my larger classes.
Those are different kinds of classes because you came in through a program.
Shut up.
Hey, yo, look. Well, you did. That a lot of other.
No, when I got into my major, then there weren't that many black.
Classroom of 30 people. How many black people?
In the classroom of 30 people, it was probably about 10%.
Man, Joe. So 3 black people is
Yes.
what you gonna say? Okay, cool. Yes. Stop breaking down to these numbers and just percentages. And just say her number.
All right, so you're saying that there's only 10% of the people on campus was black?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying
It
is
wasn't
this.
like a black school.
I went to a PWI, and in the majority of my classes, and especially in my major, when it was a classroom of 27 people, 4 black, 5 black, 2 black, 1 black. I've been 1 black in a lot of classes. I've been 1 black in a lecture hall. Well, maybe not 1 black, but I've been one of like 4 blacks in a lecture hall with 200 some odd people, and there's 4 of us in there. I've been to that class. So I'm just saying that just because you're surrounded by a multitude of individuals that don't look like you, don't mean that you also can't come out of that classroom, go to and experience the social aspect of college and have a good time with that, with people that look like you also at a PWI. I'm sure like I said, you can find a black student union at Harvard, and I bet you that motherfucker probably juking because it's only a select few black people there, and the motherfuckers is forced to kick it even harder together.
All right, so see this whole PWI or predominantly white people. I mean, like, let's be real. That's more than 50%. Anything that's more than 50% qualifies as predominantly white. And in a society where there's 60% white people.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Northern had probably a lot of black people that you thought went there. The school had damn near 20,000 students. You go to a football game, you're gonna see a sea of white faces and a cluster of black, like in this section, and a cluster here. But overall, they scan the crowd, it's all white. The school was a white school. You go in the dorm rooms, you're gonna see a shit ton of white people. I don't think the school, by any stretch of the imagination, was 40% black, 30% black.
I'm looking it up right now. So it says that 56.2% are white and 15.7% are black or African American. You have 16.7% Hispanic and Latino.
All right, so
15%
black, and we gonna claim 5% of the Mexicans because
you know a lot of them claim other shit, right?
Yeah, because
they're on the other side.
Because at least a third of Mexicans is always cool with the niggas. So we go with 20%.
So 56% are white. You
Yeah,
said over 50%.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much going to be everywhere you go. But the fact that there's 20% black people as opposed to 2% black people.
Well, hold on. There's 15% black people. 15% black people.
And 5%
with an extra 5% that we can claim from the Mexican delegation.
So 20% that you can roll with. 20% of this goddamn school that you can roll with.
80% of it, not you, though.
As opposed to 98, 99%. Because if you look at fucking Harvard, Harvard may have 2%, 2.5%.
I don't know. I'm sure she can Google the demographics of Harvard. But I'm just saying, I don't know Harvard to be a racist school. I know Duke to be a racist school.
Harvard has 68% white, 6.1% black.
I'm telling you, there is a higher percentage of white people at HBCUs than there are black people at Harvard.
But it's 9.3% non-resident alien.
Oh, that mean
Indians
and Chinese people.
Well, they have Asians and they have.
Hey, I said Chinese racistly. I meant to say Asians.
Yeah,
I don't know what you are.
7.9% Asian.
Yeah, and 6.6% black. We live here.
Yeah, 6.1%.
So yeah, like I said,
crazy low.
What
it
I
is
did,
what it is.
What I did appreciate about NIU was that there was a wide range of different ethnicities there. So I hung out with I met Native Americans there.
Only place you're gonna meet Native Americans.
And then it was a lot, seriously. And I also hung out with some Indians, like a group of them as well. Like I would not have done that had I gone to a HBCU, but I feel like an HBCU is like when you meet people who've gone to HBCU, the camaraderie they have is like none other.
Man, Joe, that's all well and good. But if you get into Harvard, go to Harvard.
HBCUs are more diverse than Harvard.
Great. I don't give a fuck. It's Harvard.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. If you get into Harvard, Brown, Yale, Princeton, shit like that, man, Joe, those are the schools you go to. Those are the best schools in the country as we've designated. Now, if you get into a school under that, if you get into a Wisconsin, you get to Iowa State, you get into shit like that, man, Joe, HBCU.
Then that's when it's acceptable to accept the black education.
Man, Joe, that's when I'm gonna say. That's when I'll be like, okay, you can consider Howard, you can consider Tuskegee, you consider. Hey, look, consider them then. But it's a no-brainer question. It's fucking Harvard. You go to Harvard.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know who. I don't know who can go to Harvard and then just say like, nah, I'm cool on Harvard. It's fucking Harvard.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't know if there is a like accepting quality education is quality education. This whole Harvard shit, and it's like saying you the level of education is better.
Yes,
because
that's exactly what they're saying. We rank schools in this country, and they're not ranked on their level of whiteness. I'm sure that the best school in America is not also the whitest school in America.
You think so?
I'm willing to bet money on that.
Because they got Asians there.
No, I'm just saying. I'm willing to bet that the best school in America doesn't have the highest concentration of white people.
And based, all right, now what are we basing on this best level of school?
We can just look up #1 college in the United States, and that's the ranking. And then we can look at their mix of people. And then we can go to we can go down the list, and I'll guarantee you I can find a shit ton of schools they got that are ranked worse with higher concentrations of white people.
Well, yeah, because they're in areas where ain't no fucking black people.
I'm saying Arizona State probably got a lot more white people than Harvard, concentration wise.
You think so?
And it's a worse school.
I doubt that.
It says Columbia University.
Is what? The best school in the country?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the concentration? What's the demographic breakdown?
But somewhere like BYU, which is all white because it's fucking Mormons and shit.
Ain't nobody saying go to BYU.
I'm saying,
Ain't never said that.
I'm saying that's gonna be ranked lower than fucking. Then it's gonna have more. It's gonna be ranked lower than the fucking
right. So all that is going towards my argument of saying that we rank school based on their actual acuity ability to educate, not their percentage whiteness.
It's 47% white.
What? Columbia. Man, Joe, you ain't gotta say no more. You ain't gotta say no more. It's 47% white. It's less than Harvard, which is a worse school. Columbia is the better school. Not even name recognition. I would have said Harvard, top hands down. Columbia's the best school in the country. Go to Columbia.
All right, but
it's not even more. It's less white than Harvard.
I'm saying though, like, all right, so yes, there are going to be some that are fucking lower, that are all white, like fucking, like I said, like BYU, Utah State, because it's not because of their whiteness, because nobody's going to, fucking black people going to fucking BYU unless they're playing ball.
All right, cool.
Because
cool.
that's more
that argument
shit.
sounds good
No, I
when you
think I'm
saying
wrong,
that.
y'all. Sorry.
Man, Joe, why you over here making me argue shit when I'm thinking you looking it up and you ain't looking it up?
I am, but it's different information on different sites.
Man, we need a better Googler.
Yeah.
We need a better
I don't
Googler.
know.
I think she might have Googled Columbia College in Chicago.
It says
Oh, you can't go.
Stanford now.
Yeah, you can't go this Columbia. This is a different Columbia College.
That's colleges. They all rank them on different type of. No, I didn't do Columbia. No, it says in New York. Thank you very much. But no, I said in America, but they have different types of reasons why they're ranked. Okay, keep going and I'll find it.
All I know is whatever school is overall best is going to have a certain percentage white, and then there's going to be another school that has a higher concentration of white, and there's going to be a lot of them that are going to be ranked lower. There are also going to be good schools that are ranked lower that are more white than the best school, and those will be good schools. But the ranking is not based on the level of whiteness; it's based on the level of academic excellence. So I am saying I would if I get into one of those schools that are in the top 5, 10 in the country, you go to those. It's a no-brainer. Now, if you go in, I think the separation between the top 5 and 10 and the next 200 is miles. I think it's miles apart. But I think in that 200, is very closely scored.
Yeah,
ranked.
each site has different.
Right.
One says Princeton, Harvard, then Columbia.
Man,
So-
Joe, the other one say Harvard, Columbia, then Princeton.
But
Pretty much, yeah.
But
So the top 3 schools in the country, and they're ranked that way because they're the best at educating people.
And some say
all
Yale.
right, but there's also the level of comfort. Like being comfortable is also a very important dynamic in going to college, because comfort will help you get through college.
Man, Joe.
Just attending college does not fucking guarantee you a degree. It does not guarantee you graduation. It's not guarantee none of that shit. And so
Well,
I'm
assuming
words are still coming out of my goddamn mouth.
success.
No,
Go ahead.
there is no assuming success,
Yes.
because if you go to a goddamn college and you're not comfortable there and you don't want to be there, chances are you will drop the fuck out. And is it better to drop out of Harvard or to graduate from Howard?
I would say this, that right now we said that we did not want him to go to a predominantly white school. We didn't want him to be the only black kid. We didn't want him to be the only black boy. I know I didn't.
Right.
But he goes to a very diverse.
We didn't want him to go to a predominantly white school. We didn't want him to go to a white school where he was going to be the only black kid in class, because these are formative years, and you're getting your education, yes, but we also felt that we can provide a lot of the educational necessities at home. You're developing social skills and getting an awareness of yourself, and I don't want you to grow up feeling ostracized. That's different than when you've grown and you go into school for the education purposes. You should be built at that point. You should have your confidence at that point. You should know who you are by that point. If you don't, then hey, look, that's something else that got to happen. But when you're 6,
But what worked for me,
you're still working on yourself.
what worked for me was I went to predominantly black schools all the way up to high school. We may have had a couple of Mexicans in our high school, maybe, but it was predominantly black my entire life. So I really didn't get exposed too much to other cultures, especially like white cultures or any other cultures, until I went to college. So it can be any type of situation.
Yes, but were you in well, no, you did what you did in a bunch of black schools. That's not my point. That's not the point of what I'm saying. That's the point. Not the point of my argument. And I don't even know why we focused in on this shit for so long. But all I'm saying is that go where you have the opportunity to get the best education. If you have the opportunity to get one of the best educations in the country, if you're going to a school like a Wisconsin or another good school, I would say, hey, consider a Howard, consider a Tuskegee, and there are definitely more than those out there that are HBCUs. Those are just the two I know because I know people that went there. So those are the most prevalent on my mind right now. So that's why they keep getting repeated over and over again. But go to one of those. But if you get into the creme de la creme of higher education, you go to the creme de la creme. Period. If the creme de la creme was also like extra racist or more white than any other actual place, then I would say maybe pause on it. But I don't have anything to go on that says that Harvard is prodigiously racist. I don't.
I'll show them that after the show. But
show me after the show or whenever. But I don't have anything to that effect. I don't know that. So with most things being considered even and some things considered winners and losers clear definitively, I'm gonna say choose Harvard over Howard. Period. Princeton over Tuskegee. Period.
Wasn't Harvard where the teacher had the police pull the guns out on him?
I don't know. But wasn't Howard where motherfucker got shot? And I don't even know if it'd be a news story. But I'm willing to bet I can go back and before you get to the story with the teacher pulling the gun, a motherfucker got shot on Howard's campus.
Motherfucker got shot on Howard's campus, or
Yep.
motherfucker got shot. There was a shooting, or did a motherfucker get shot?
Motherfucker got shot.
Motherfucker got shot.
Yeah. Nah, there's a shooting at a lot of places, but not predominantly black places. There's never a shooting.
No, a motherfucker
Somebody
got
was getting
shot.
shot or shot at, and that's what it was. Well, there was a shooting, but it was a reason for the shooting. It wasn't just random.
Hold on, and I just want to summarize my point up. Go to the best school where you feel you will succeed at. If you feel like if the racism, if there's something about a school that will, it's better to be a Howard graduate than a Harvard dropout.
If you get into Harvard, you can make it through Harvard. If you get into Harvard, you're equipped. You have all the skills that you need to finish Harvard. If you don't, then hey, look, you don't. But I'm talking about for the general masses. If you get in, you could most likely, you should most likely make it.
All right, next subject.
All right. Which one? I want to light it up. I don't want to be heavy the whole episode.
Now we're finna talk about this girl and her ass.
Yeah, let's talk about this girl showing her ass
All right,
all the way off.
Unfortunately, to those who wanted and didn't want to see it. All right, so alleged rapper Lizzo.
Hey, look, have we really defined her as a rapper?
I don't know, but y'all
Is Lizzo a rapper?
Motherfuckers say that I've never heard any of her songs, so that's why I said alleged.
I thought she was a singer.
I don't know what kind of music she makes.
Pop.
I've never heard any of her songs, so
Alleged
music maker Lizzo.
She got some smoke out here in these streets. She got
I'm taking your word for it, but it's not on my street.
Fire. She got some fire.
Not on my street.
Maybe the sidewalk. Should I say boulevard?
Yeah, maybe it's a block over or something.
How about avenue?
I don't know where it is.
Thoroughfare.
Yeah, maybe it's on the Parkway.
Cul-de-sac. She's hot on the cul-de-sac.
It is cul-de-sac.
Yeah. I don't know. Hey, anyway, Lizzo make good music. I like her music. I don't like. Well, I ain't gonna say. I'll tell you all the story. So Lizzo attended a Lakers game recently, at which Lakers game she was the center of attention and the cause for a lot of media scrutiny, based in large part due to her outfit for the evening. The young Lizster chose to wear an oversized T-shirt with a cutout area on the shirt, which was strategically located around the area of her posterior.
No, it wasn't just around her area. It was her whole ass and a third of her back.
Her whole ass was out.
Basically, from the bottom of her ribs to her knees were exposed.
Hey, yep. Well, that's technically how.
Whole ass and then some.
Hey, look. That's kind of how her ass goes, though. That motherfucker's large.
Her ass go to her knees.
It might a little bit though. Like when she bend it, like it'd be right there. The cheeks is like right there. The cheeks encroach on hamstring level. Like,
Damn.
like either she got really short hamstrings or she got like really like long glutes. Like if we being real, it's not perky. It's not a perky posterior.
It definitely wasn't.
It goes down.
It was definitely a lot of ass and legs and back, and there's a whole bunch of shit just out there. And she was at a fucking Lakers game.
Yeah, and also, if you want, look, her ass was out. It's not like she had on like boy shorts or leggings. She had on a thong.
A whole ass exposed.
A whole thong. You've heard me right. A thong. A thong. A thong. Said arrhythmically for a reason. I don't want to get
Sued by Cisco.
Yeah.
Hey, because you know that nigga boy, he will show up.
Oh look, I'm losing the Cisco lawsuit. I'm losing it. I definitely am. Do you know how I'm demonstrative towards this platinum blonde highlight wearing motherfucker? I'm gonna be in court. You can't come in with highlights suing me. I'm gonna roast you the whole session.
Right.
The judge is gonna throw me in contempt, and I'm gonna be. It's gonna be an issue. I'm gonna gun your ass because that's what I do. You can't come in there with blonde streaks and pink highlights, motherfucker.
Right,
you can't have frosted tips and fuck with me. I'm gonna gun your ass. I was born in 1981. I went to school predominantly in the 80s and 90s, and in that time frame, we learned how to roast motherfuckers.
Man,
and that's what I do. Well, I will gun your finger painting nail ass.
why the fuck is Eve mad at me?
Man, Joe. Hey yo. If you don't go back to your boyfriend over there, what the fuck you talking about? Fuck over here. Fuck with this bullshit. Hey yo, I loved your show though. EVE, how we hey yo, look, I know the theme song too. Don't fuck with me, Cisco.
Oh,
hey,
shit.
and I don't know why I just got a beef with Cisco all of a sudden.
Hey,
but I kinda got a
was
beef
shit.
with Cisco. I don't know, but hey yo, it feels natural. Fuck
Yeah.
Cisco. I don't know why. I love Drew Hill, but fuck Cisco.
He's a 5'5" midget with fucking yellow hair.
I think it's something there. I might have to unpack that one day.
He might be the most punchable motherfucker on earth.
Hey, yo, look, a lot came up.
Right.
It did. It just like
You just
I
like
didn't,
really
I didn't reach for it.
it.
I didn't reach for it. It was like at the. I don't know what happened.
And it felt like it was recent. Like you didn't have to think about it and remember shit. Nah, you got recent beef with Cisco.
Man, Joe, I feel like somebody was sleeping in my bed and that motherfucker might have had platinum hair. I don't know. But I don't. Hey, yo, Cisco, my bad. I ain't really mean to come off like that. These was just jokes. But I do kind of feel like fuck you. I don't know why. But hey, look.
I Into the Truth was tight than the motherfucker though.
Man, Joe, it was the shit. Hey, I had
your midget yellow tennis ball head.
I won an R&B battle off Drew Hill.
You want an R&B battle off Drew Hill?
Oh hell yeah.
How?
Cause that one over there wanted to go with 112.
Oh,
So
no.
oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. So we did that one real quick. She got an education real fast.
No, you can't do that.
She got an education real
you
fast.
You can't do One's Way Up or Jagged Edge. It's Drew Hill.
Drew Hill.
Only thing above Drew Hill, honestly, is Boyz II Men. I think Drew Hill got more bangers than Jodeci. They might have more bangers than Jodeci.
Hey look. We also didn't we have that conversation too? That wasn't that same night. I do believe it was Jodeci. And no, it was never gonna be. Yeah, you have a mic. It was never gonna be Jodeci versus Jagged Edge.
Nah.
I'm not gonna have that argument with anybody ever. Jodeci, motherfucker.
Yeah,
but Jodeci Drew Hill.
Drew Hill might be Jodeci.
Can take another heartbreak.
Hey, look.
That's Jagged Edge. Yeah.
Hey, look. No, we know that, but I mean, I'm just saying.
You can't pull Jagged Edge against Drew Hill.
Hey, look. You might be good in like a slugfest. You might catch a motherfucker, but Drew Hill, one of the groups.
Drew
that
Hill,
like,
they have way more.
They got
hits than
Mayweather. They got Mayweather type like prowess. They take you in deep water, and you be like, "Oh shit! Wait a minute."
I didn't expect this fight to go 9 rounds.
Exactly. I had a good 4 in the chamber, and that was done. And then the motherfucker hit you with like another one.
But Jodeci versus
Motherfucker saw
Drew Hill.
Khaled in your ass.
Jodeci might.
No.
I don't know.
Once you get past Stevie Wonder's greatest hits.
And it's only lately.
Hey, yo, look. Hey, Jodeci did all Stevie shit better than Stevie.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Does Casey and JoJo count with Jodeci?
You can count them motherfuckers. You can.
That's all my life.
You
can. And that's it.
Mama. Hey, look.
That's Boys to Men.
Yeah,
wait, that's Boys to Men? Oh,
Mama.
shit. My bad. Hey, look, I have been drinking a little bit. I got it fucked up. What was Jodeci? What was Casey and JoJo Mama song? Did they have a Mama song?
No, they had the oh my.
Yeah.
No, they had some. They had to have something on Soul Food.
I don't think they had nothing on Soul Food.
They had nothing on Soul Food.
I don't think so.
Am I racist now?
There was a group that had something on Soul
Hey,
Food.
yo, look, I went
think
to
it was Boys to Men.
Yeah,
Hey, yo,
yeah.
look.
Boys to Men was on Soul Food.
Hey, look, I went
okay.
in my defense, I went to a PWI. So
Nah.
I can't. Nah.
But
Fuck Lizzo.
90s, yeah, 90s and 2000 R&B goes Boys to Men, Drew Hill. As far as number of songs, Boys to Men, Drew Hill, Jodeci. Whatever.
All the rhythm.
Yeah.
ABC and fucking Silk.
ABC had 3. Oh, Silk is definitely above. I think I would probably put Silk above
3
Jagged
hits.
Edge.
Silk might be above Jagged Edge.
I think
Maybe, but it might be a tight race.
Yeah. I think I would put Silk slightly above Jagged Edge 112.
Wait a minute. What about Tony?
Nah.
Just me.
Nah.
Because
First of all, you can't lead off with just me and you. You have nowhere else to go.
oh no, you got quite a few.
Nah. We're better. We're up. You gotta if you talk
Okay, so I'm looking at the
First of all,
on the
was that
website. It says
that
Boys
Babyface?
to Men. This is the order: Boys to Men, Jodeci, BBD. They put BBD before Drew Hill.
No.
Wait,
Then New Edition and Tony.
Hold on. First of all, we have not properly vetted their level of pedophilia. I don't.
Yeah,
but
backstage, underage.
Hey, yo, look.
They had another underage song.
Yeah,
them niggas was going.
Heartbreak.
Them niggas was going. And I don't know if they was just reminiscent about the time when they were backstage and underage, or if they was talking about like yesterday.
Well, in their defense, they said Busta Rhymes wrote that.
So they
look.
they just gonna throw that shit on Busta.
All I'm saying is this:
Busta
Busta went right about
wrote
his life. Was Busta around y'all for a little bit and then wrote what he saw?
Right.
Was Busta trying to warn us about you motherfuckers?
I mean, because Busta might have wrote the that verse, but who wrote Any Heartbreak? I didn't know she was only 13.
Man,
was a young girl heartbreak.
Hey, look, I'm just saying. If you were,
and that was like 88.
You could get. I didn't know she was only 13 off when you like 16.
Right.
And that's iffy. That's an iffy get off. You could, but it's gonna be the level of dexterity is gonna be higher. You can feel comfortable getting it off if you 15. I didn't know she was 13, and you be all right. But you can't be 27 and be like, I ain't know she was 13. Right. No, motherfucker. You knew.
You can't have Heavy D and Malcolm Jamal Warner in your video and talk about I know she was only 13.
First of all, she had baby teeth, motherfucker. You know what baby teeth are. Get the fuck out of here. No excuse. No excuse.
And also I would like to say that I wouldn't put BBD in New Edition in the same category as Boys to Men and Drew Hill as far as timeline wise. I think that's a whole different. I think that's a whole different era.
BBD came out in the 90s, right?
But BBD was like 92.
BBD, the Boys to Men might be round. Hey, yo, look, they was in the same song, G.
Nah. But see, BBD,
hey, yo, look, the niggas said that.
Albums.
Hey, they harmonized it. They harmonized it, G.
Boys to Men, ABC, BBD.
They harmonized it.
Never skipped it.
They harmonized it. They harmonized it.
They said 1989.
For who?
BBD.
Poison was 1989?
Nah,
Poison should not have been in my sock hop. Poison should not have been at a sock hop I was at. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry.
Poison was 91, maybe 92.
Okay.
But
I'm horrible at looking things up, y'all.
We noticed.
Okay, Poison came out 1990.
All right, 1990. And Cooley High Harmony was, I believe, 93.
Hey, look,
And
I'm giving you same era, 3 years apart. Yeah, you in the same ballpark, G.
but there wasn't Peak Boys to Men. Peak Boys to Men was End of the Road. End of the Road was what, 95?
Hey, we talking peak Boys to Men. They peak astronomical. The Cooley
Yeah,
High
so they
Harmony,
So Hard to Say Goodbye was in 91.
They Cooley High Harmony is so they was there then off the House Party 2 soundtrack. They were there. I'm sorry, off that one song.
Oh wow.
House Party 2.
All right, but we can't
So
go.
they didn't come out till 94. Yeah.
Who? Boys to Men?
The other.
The album?
Yeah.
I'm giving it a different era because fucking BBD was basically New Edition.
Hey, yo, look. I don't know.
And New Edition was fucking 80s.
All I know is the motherfucker said ABC, Boys to Men, BBD. And BBD was not basically New Edition.
No. Hey,
New Edition comprised of the worst motherfuckers of boys of
BBD.
BBD comprised of the worst motherfuckers from boys.
The motherfuckers from New Edition that couldn't sing.
Now I gotta say it just to complete my OCD. BBD was comprised of the worst motherfuckers from New Edition. It was only the people who couldn't go solo in a group where damn near everybody went solo. A motherfucker came in and then left and went solo before these motherfuckers could be like, hey, I don't want to put out one of my own.
Well, that's what they did in the movie. They were like, okay, well, what can we do?
Because that was basically what it was.
Because you niggas is background.
Right. Johnny Gill came in. All right, and this is the fucked up shit about New Edition. Yeah, we are on a tangent. All right, so everybody's favorite member of New Edition is
Bobby Brown.
Everybody's favorite New Edition album is
whatever.
Bobby
I don't
Brown,
know.
No, Any Heartbreak.
The first one.
Okay, yeah.
No, the last
one.
The one without Bobby Brown.
The last one.
Really?
Yeah.
The one without Bobby Brown.
Can you stand?
Oh yeah, with
Can
Johnny
you
Brown.
stand
Hey, but that was his favorite album because that came out when motherfuckers was on it though. But Bobby Brown was on all the better New Edition songs except for that one.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different generation. I feel
All
like
the little
that
kid
can
New
you
Edition shit. Bobby was
that
on
was
the
a
motherfucker.
different generation.
Bobby Brown was on, but all of the best New Edition songs.
Nah, that's our age group. If you talk to maybe my brother age group or older, they really love like Mr. Telephone, all those songs.
Them shit's not. And the Telephone Man knocked now. I'm sorry.
Hey, none of that compares to Can You Stand the Rain.
Hey, look. Can you stand the, this is the thing. You just like Can You Stand the Rain better because it'll get you some pussy. And Mr. Telephone Man would never get you no pussy.
No, because sorry.
I'm sorry, but we talking about music. We talking about R&B music.
Sorry, You Know My Kind of Girl is the greatest song ever. It would never give you no pussy.
What?
Sorry, You're Not My Kind of Girl. You're not my kind of girl.
What you talking about that never get you no pussy?
It will not get you no pussy.
Yeah, it would.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it would. Play that shit.
No,
hey, yo, look. You never did that shit in real life?
What? Tell the bitch that I don't like you?
Yeah,
well,
to get some pussy?
You're too good?
To get some pussy?
Nah.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, I've told her.
I've never been accepted.
I have definitely been disinterested in the bitch to get some pussy.
Oh, and also another thing.
What are you talking about?
The song Boys to Men. New Edition made that song. Boys to Men made that song. Boys to Men song sing that shit way better.
Hey, look.
New Edition version is way better.
Hey, Boys to Men had like, well, first of all, they were only a 4-man group, and they had 2 with solo voices. The other 2 weren't bad; they just weren't solo voices.
They had 3 solo voices. Boys to Men.
I got Wanye.
Nathan.
I got Sean Stockman.
And Nathan.
Nathan was the motherfucker with the glasses?
Yeah.
No, I'm not counting him. Hey, yo, look. I don't know why, but his beef with Will Smith takes him out the running.
Who, Nathan?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
He had a beef with Will Smith?
On the show.
Oh. Merry Christmas, Will.
yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't tell you. I feel a certain way about that.
All right. And it wasn't Boys to Men. It was Can You Stand the Rain. Boys to Men had a version of King Stand the Rain. You remember that?
No.
I do.
That shit sounds fucking amazing.
It does. But I do like, and the reason why we like New Editions better, I think, is because the music, though.
Hey, look.
I think New Edition doesn't have as much music in it. It's like it's more acapella.
Boys to Men ain't got a Johnny Gill.
Boys to Men version was all acapella.
Oh, okay, so it's switched. Okay, that's why.
New Edition's version was better because of Johnny Gill.
They ain't got a Johnny Gill.
Johnny Gill was the entire reason that song cracked the way it did.
So pretty much you're putting Johnny Gill up against Wanye, and of course Johnny Gill will win.
Johnny's getting Wanye.
Yeah.
But
Ralph is getting Sean.
But like vocally, Boyz II Men version is way better.
And New Edition is definitely beating the dog crap out of Boyz II Men in the fight.
Oh, in the fight.
In the fight.
Yeah.
Oh, they best person is on a cane right now listening around.
In the fight, yeah.
In the fight, I'm taking New Edition.
In the fight, I'm taking a crackhead.
Yeah,
Bobby Brown against everybody.
What you mean, Bobby? Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, all of them motherfucking pipes tonight. I don't know why I made that up. I don't think all of them did it, but hey, yo, look, it sounded funny in my head.
In the Angry Midget, then you automatically win.
You're winning
Bobby
against
Brown and Mike Bivens
against these soft singing mobs.
Oh, Boston, they from Boston.
Yeah, they from Boston.
They from the projects from Boston.
Hey, yo, Boston projects trump Philly row houses every day of the week. I'm sorry. They do. They put the wire in Boston, they would have stole all the cameras. They want for to just hire people.
Yeah. In the fight, I'm definitely picking New Edition. Musically though, song for song, I'm probably going Boyz II Men. Boyz
II Men, you gotta start going to different. You gotta go like decades. You gotta start. Hey yo, the Miracles, the Temptations. Yeah.
You gotta go.
If you say the Stylistics, I'm getting your ass up out of here.
You gotta combine groups like it's Boyz II Men versus Joe
the Stylmatics.
Joe One Edge.
I gotta do the drillistics to fuck with Boyz II Men. Like you need hitters. I need the Marrow-mations.
And like Boyz II Men best album, motherfuckers probably never heard. The fucking Nick and Michael Sean Wanye album. That shit is so fucking dope.
Hey, look, I ain't heard that. You might be
dope.
Right. You might be wrong.
That shit is dope. It's probably the second best album next to Two. Two was the shit.
Hey, yo, look. I don't know. You might be right. You might be wrong. Speaking of maybe right, maybe wrong.
Well, we said all that to say this. Lizzo shouldn't have
had a whole entire posterior out at the fucking game. First of all, it's kids in here, bitch, and I don't want to explain all your dimples and why they're. Hey, look, I'm fat shaming. Yes, I am. Definitely. And fat should be shamed. It's unhealthy. It's dangerous for you to be that size. It's no physical benefit for you being the way you are. So let's not act like you should be this weight. First of all.
It's not even really about the size of her.
Because they keep coming back with this argument, and that's the larger part of what I want to talk about. Lizzo was out here doing that shit. Yeah, all right. I want the seat sanitized. Armor all that shit the fuck up. Ain't no way in hell. I've seen women. I've seen thongs. I know how they work. I'm just saying. Ain't no way your cheeks was on that seat for 4 quarters in the heat of the courtside, and you weren't sweating. Nobody want booty cheek sweat on the seat to be percolated. When you get up and it's like a line and we can see it, like it's like a press. And then it's like a bubble in the middle, and then there's like sweat beads, because you know there were. Lizzo is all of 287 pounds. She's a heavyweight boxer, but not a boxer.
And you know what I really feel bad for? The Clippers fans has got to sit in that front seat tomorrow, because Lakers fans are expecting that. Clippers fans ain't asked for that shit.
Ask for that at all. She ain't do this in the Kawhi game.
I just wanted to come see Paul George and Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? Say what up to fucking to
and you know on the back to back they're not cleaning all them seats
hell
off.
the fuck no.
They're not wiping these shits down.
They ain't gonna sweep through the aisles and shit, and that's it.
Is it popcorn? Do the seat look sticky? They don't know until you touch it.
Walk back three squares of Febreze, and then they on to the next seat.
If you ain't see no like nacho cheese drip like on the seat, like hard, like solidified, like you gotta peel off.
Yeah,
it's gonna be nothing.
Febreze, and then they gone.
And the thing about Lizzo's lap, when she spills things, it's never gonna hit the chair.
Yeah, it's not. It's
hey,
not so.
Hey, let's be honest. It might have been a fat joke, but it was a true joke.
Hey, so whoever went to the fucking Clippers game on Monday, hey, you just sat all in Lizzo's you sat in the Liz. Yeah.
I don't know about the Liz to you, but I don't want to sit in the Liz.
And also, hopefully you didn't go ass cheek. You ain't come to the game with your ass cheek out, because then you was going ass to ass with Lizzo.
Hopefully you ain't take your girl to the game, and she was wearing
some shit
with her cheeks out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then she got her legs all in the Liz jizz. Like this is not a good look. And you take her home and hit, and now you are fucking 2 steps away from fucking Liz.
She smelled sweatier than normal.
Right.
This ain't like your normal perspiration. Your pH balance is off.
Right.
Because you was in the Lizzo chair.
Yeah.
You hit the Liz seat.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Nobody wants the Liz seat.
A lot of people saying Lizzo is winning because she got people who never knew who she was, like you, and you talking about her now.
Yeah.
And probably listening to her music, because a lot of times you talk about it, you're going to go
is a function of today
to find out. Oh, who is this girl?
This is a function of today's society. He's not going to go check out Lizzo music because of this conversation, but he might like see more Lizzo like bullshit because of this conversation. Maybe not. I don't know.
Not because if it's like I'm not gonna hear some shit and then the motherfucker like, oh, and then all of a sudden it's gonna click in my ear. Oh, this is Lizzo. No, because I'm still not gonna know what the fuck she does, and so the things that she's doing that provide her money, that makes her money, like I'm not gonna all of a sudden go to a Lizzo concert because we're talking about her ass cheeks at a fucking Laker game. I'm not gonna listen to none of her music. I'm not gonna go search her shit out. No, I'm gonna say this motherfucker look goddamn ridiculous. And then at the end of it, once we finish talking about that, I'm never gonna look for her again.
Most people would look her up.
But
I was a fan of Lizzo's before this.
Yeah.
I'm still a fan of Lizzo's current music. But because of Lizzo's antics, I've come to understand something about her.
Which is?
Ain't nothing else there.
So she doesn't have, like, when you say nothing else there, what do you mean?
There is no more value in the mind. There are no more. She might get another hit song, maybe. But when I say no more, I mean that she is on the clock for her 15 minutes of fame.
Oh, is she the MC Hammer?
She is not.
She did the thong thing too.
She is not MC Hammer.
She
is not MC Hammer. She would not become culturally She would not be culturally relevant
for big women. Yeah.
In 3 years.
Well, no. Queen Latifah did it.
And I'll tell you why. Because she is mostly culturally relevant to big women. And big women never stick with big women. There is no other big woman that is here now, that has been here for a while. They champion a big woman and then will drop that bitch in 4 months. Because you know what big people not known for doing?
Sticking to shit.
Running with some shit.
That's not cool.
Hey, yo, it might not be cool, but I thought it was
fun.
I thought it was funny. I died laughing.
She may change the narrative.
Hey, yo, Lizzo is not changing the narrative where many have come and failed.
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy.
Monique.
Oh, Melissa McCarthy, she just got slimmer, didn't she?
Nah. They get slimmer because they can't, number one, once you know better, you do better. Once you can afford to do better, you'll succeed.
Like Anthony Anderson.
Like all the big people. Name the last motherfucker that was big, got rich, and then stayed big. I'm gonna help you.
Pun.
Who?
Pun.
Pun?
No.
Well, he got bigger and he stayed big and then
because
died. He's a cautionary tale.
No, he lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to live, baby. I'm trying to live.
And then immediately after he recorded that shit, gained another 3. No, when that shit came out, that shit came out after he died, which is the most fucked up part about it.
I don't know why the fuck they didn't edit that part out.
Man, Joe.
That was definitely some shit.
Hey, look. But the song was dope. It was inspirational.
That song was dope as fuck.
Until you was like, wait a minute, this motherfucker is dead. He said that shit.
But there was also an ad lib in the hook. Nobody would have noticed that shit wasn't there.
They wouldn't. We wouldn't have. It wasn't in the verse.
It wasn't.
It was just some shit he was saying.
It wasn't. He rhymed. I'm trying to live with kind of big.
No, it wasn't a rhyme.
It wasn't. It was just.
It was him talking on the track.
They could have definitely used track B where he didn't say anything.
They could have used that track and just cut that part out and had everything else surrounding it. I'm trying to live, baby. I'm trying to live.
Jones. It's so hard.
Hey, look, they made money off Pun on that shit, but Pun is a cautionary tale.
Let's see. Fat Joe is kind of Chubby Joe.
Tell me the big person. That you
let's see. DJ Khaled is slimming down, working out.
Look, I'm gonna help you out. It's Aretha.
Aretha stayed big.
No. Aretha didn't start big. She got big and then sustained. And went up.
Said, "Fuck it, this is who I am."
It went up. And it was what it was. But she got big off of like collard greens and like
Shaka Khan,
cornbread.
I mean, because
no, Shaka Khan.
Everybody.
Shaka Khan wasn't big when Shaka Khan. Hey,
Shaka Khan ain't big now.
Nigga, have you seen Shaka Khan? Tell me something good, Shaka Khan.
Was never really like considered a big woman.
Hey, yo, look. First of all, I don't think this individual to my right has seen Tell Me Something Good, Shaka Khan.
Even Shaka Khan now is
Sweet
small.
Thing. She is not small.
Right now?
No. Each one of Shaka Khan's breasts weighed 37 pounds. Each one. I'm just saying. That's a whole 74 pounds of titty.
She had large boobs.
Titty.
Boobs.
Now, she got 74 pounds of titty. At that point, it's titty. I'm black. I don't say boobs. Don't be trying to put me in the box because I went to a PWI. What? Anyway.
You're like an old woman from the South.
Who?
You.
Well, I might be. I had a lot of old Southern influence. One of them was an old woman from the South who used to come up, and I used to watch The Price is Right.
Okay, there was a period in time when Shaka was large. But...
my bad. Big girl from Escape.
Latasha? Yep. Yeah. She was never really a big girl.
She wasn't never a big girl.
No, she was a chubby girl, not a big girl.
What the fuck is chubby? Big?
Chubby? No, not big. She was chubby. Never big.
Missy?
Big.
Missy's was big. She stayed big.
Yeah. Well, Missy's small now.
She's small now?
Well,
but she's small and whack.
Through the relevant part of her career, she was a bigger, larger individual. Yeah.
Yes. Everybody loved Charlie old Missy. Oh, but what about this? Fat Joe. Not so Fat Joe? Not getting the same love.
Nah. Fat Joe is Fat Joe through all eras.
But he's not so Fat Joe now.
Yeah.
And not so Fat Joe. Nobody's leaning back with Not So Fat Joe.
Hey, yo, look, we went all the way up with Fat Joe.
Yeah, we went all the way up with Fat Joe. Not So Fat Joe. We're not going all the way up.
That Fat Joe was Not So Fat Joe.
Hey, but that Fat Joe wasn't lean back.
Fat Joe ain't been Fat Joe since people were still envying.
He lean back, motherfucker put a lot of lean into it.
No, was lean back? What was lean back? Lean back wasn't still envying.
No, lean back was Terror Squad.
Yeah. So people Fat Joe hadn't been fat since people were still envying.
No, Fat Joe was.
Well, he's been fat. I take it back. He's been fat. Definitely. He's never not gonna be fat. He was way less fat when he was leaning back.
Then when people then John Blaze.
Hey, yo, look, if they could have figured out a way to like get like a cuisine syllabic word in there, and they could have they could have paired that with lean cuisine.
Stay off.
If lean back was like lean cuisine in a rhythmic way,
hey,
that motherfucker would have never had a money problem ever in his life.
Hey, if that nigga was a straight mobster, like I got rid of the fucking goddamn day lobsters, and now I'm chilling with Weight Watchers. Drop that ball.
Hey, yo, look.
Get that check, my nigga.
Hey, yo, look. That Weight Watchers check would have been nice for Fat Joe. Still might be.
Nah,
I doubt he gonna get it though, because
it's too late now.
Yeah, it might be too late.
He's already watched the weight go away.
But hey, nah, all the way up. That motherfucker make a hit every at least 3 years.
No, not about 3, because he's had what 4 in his career.
When Lean Back come out? Which one? 4?
Lean Back was like 2006, right?
2006.
What do you have between Lean Back and All the Way Up?
I Make It Rain.
That was what I'm saying. Matter of fact, I think Make It Rain might have been 2007.
And that's just what I can name. Fat Joe.
That was it.
I don't think that's it. Fat Joe.
That's it.
Fat Joe get a hit every at least 3 years.
All right, Lean Back was 2005.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Fat Joe be having joints every 3 years. He give you something to like put on your ringtone.
All right, Lean Back was 2005. Make It Rain, 2006.
Right.
All the Way Up was what, 2017?
He went to jail for a minute.
He didn't go to jail.
Okay, well, he got.
He went to irrelevance.
I thought he went to jail though.
Nah.
He didn't go to jail.
Nah.
He didn't get locked up. You sure?
Nah.
All right.
And then he was also on. I got 100 bricks, nigga. I'm from New York.
Oh, that shit was hot.
That was 1999.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. It was 2004.
All right. So you finna tell me from 2006.
2006 to 2000 and all the way up.
2000 all the way up was 2016, 2017.
It might have been 17 because I don't think I've ever heard the song.
Wait, what?
I mean, I know the song exists, but I've never listened to it. All right, that was 2016. So from 2007 to 2016, Fat Joe was DJ Khaled's hype man.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I'm not about to disrespect Joey Crack with that. Hey, yo, Joey, I'm just not finna Google it because I still got jokes about Lizzo. So I'm not gonna Google it, but I think that you had another hit between those particular hits that he just said. I think
he didn't have any hit that wasn't DJ Khaled.
Hey, yo, Joey, I think you every 3 years you're gonna give us something to knock our heads to. Yeah, I think so. Anyway,
he took a decade off to be DJ Khaled hype man.
What's my other
Lizzo ass?
What's my other Lizzo joke? Oh yeah. Have we actually like figured out how she got that big ass hole in that particular area of her shirt?
I don't know. It was a huge ass.
Could it not have been an accident?
Hell no.
You don't think it was?
No, that was definitely intentional. You don't think?
I'm just saying. You don't think the shirt was like a wipe gone wrong? All I got is filthy jokes, by the way.
Hell no.
They'll be filthy. You don't think it was a wipe gone wrong? And she was like, "Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna just go ahead and just remove this area."
Hell no. She knew that a third of her shirt was gone when she put the shit on.
Nah, what I'm saying is, I'm making a potty joke, G.
Nah.
You got where I was going, right?
Wasn't good. Wasn't a good one.
You got where I was going. Can a motherfucker try? Hey, yo, look.
I'm a little slow. I actually thought you were saying that she couldn't fit it and she split. It split. Oh, but you're saying that she had an accident in it and so they decided to.
She blew the back out. That's what I was saying. That was my joke. That's what I was going for.
I think she.
Dang, land.
Nah, it didn't land. It didn't
I'll
land.
laugh for you.
All right, I don't know.
Land.
Maybe I said all my Lizzo jokes. I don't
Oh,
know.
Lord, you're
Yeah.
so stupid.
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God, that was so funny.
I thought that was funny though.
It wasn't.
She blew it back out.
Hey, you know what else wasn't funny? Nick Cannon's diss tracks.
First of all,
They
you're not
weren't
gonna disrespect.
Funny or
You're
good.
not gonna disrespect the young turban god. Nick Cannon.
Hey, I like Wildin' Out. Nick Cannon, stick to Wildin' Out.
Hey, yo, look.
Don't
Nick Cannon
go
make
back in the studio.
Nick Cannon make all the diss tracks against Eminem you want, because they're entertaining.
They are
And
not. They are not good.
They are adequate until this motherfucker come back with some like rapping shit that is incredible. You don't got to be incredible for nobody. You can keep coming up with these little with these little taps and tap this motherfucker. You should.
But Nick Cannon is just being uncredible
What
for
you
all
talking
of these
about?
songs, and then it's worse because Nick Cannon literally has battle rappers co-signing and doing all of this shit that they're supposed to be good at.
They are
They're not doing good at it.
They are doing all the shit that they do in their battle raps.
Except that when they do it on beat, they sound horrible with it.
When Hitman Holla hit that motherfucker, hit Eminem with the all-time great be found in a small town lake. That shit was dope. I fuck with that shit.
I think the problem.
You want your motherfucker to go remix it, remix it. All time. Great. Will be in the small town lake. Like, you really want that to happen?
I think the problem is Nick Cannon picked the battle rappers who are not good at rapping on beats.
No, he picked none of them are.
Oh no, there are some.
Do you hear the songs before the battles?
There are some that are
Like,
good.
while we
at
waiting
rapping
on the
beats.
next battle, you hear these songs?
Yeah, I
have not heard a good one yet.
Oh, nigga, Sue Surf makes great. Is great on beats. Arsenal, great on beats. Hey, nigga, Cortez is way better on beats than he is doing actual battle rap.
Yo, fuck all of them on beats. I heard Arsenal on Funk Flex about a day, 2 days ago. Motherfucker went off. Motherfucker had bars for days. I never need to hear that shit again.
Nigga, and when you say shit that I need to hear again, that Nick Cannon shit, you definitely never need to hear again or want to hear again.
Nick Cannon shit was funny.
It wasn't.
I laughed at a lot of it.
I did.
Because he is describing Eminem to a T. This motherfucker gets on tracks and says words that don't exist in a rhyming pattern, and people eat that shit up. He rapped like a motherfucker reciting the Islamic prayer.
Huh?
Eminem raps like somebody reciting an Islamic prayer.
Eminem is able to form fucking coherent sentences and put them shit together.
Yeah, he also elongates syllables out of words that didn't have that many syllables to begin with, but you just go add some extra shit in there and then call it a word and say it fits when it don't fit, and we give you credit for it all the time. He says a lot of stupid, nonsensical shit.
Some. But he also puts words together extremely.
Yep, like zebra, Libra, eager, coming through with the heater. Yep, all that shit. Chop my mom up with a meat cleaver. Yeah, he says a lot of shit in a row, and that shit will rhyme. And you won't connect with not nan line that motherfucker say.
You won't connect with it?
No, nothing. You be like, damn. I can't recall the last time I said damn and then rewound some Eminem shit. Even when this motherfucker just came out recently with the eunuch line, I thought that was a dope line, but it was surrounded in such a sea of corniness and unnecessary shit. I can't get past this nigga's bitterness at this point in my life.
You can't get past his bitterness.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out why he's bitter. I have yet to get there. Do you know why he's bitter?
I don't know if he's bitter.
He made his last 2 verses on shit that I heard was about Nick Cannon and Ja Rule.
What was this shit about Ja Rule?
On the Griselda shit, the WWCD.
On the what?
WWCD.
What the fuck is that?
I think it's What Would Conway Do, but I'm not sure if that's the actual name. But it's a Griselda compilation album with Westside Gun, Benny the Butcher, Conway, all the motherfuckers. Shit crazy. Whole album dope. And with them get on there and immediately start to rap about motherfuckers who ain't. Number one, you rapping about a motherfucker that don't even matter to me at this point. Number two, you still rapping about this nigga who you had a beef with 20-something years ago. Number three, you ain't added nothing new to this information that you're telling us right now. So stop saying this shit. You just sound bitter and stuck in the past like you high right now and you writing this whole verse off a trip.
And with the Nick Cannon shit, in which Nick Cannon was the one that brought the shit up.
Somebody asked him a question, he gave him an answer. That don't mean you, Eminem, need to make a verse about this shit.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. If you say that you're gonna whip my ass, I don't give a fuck if somebody asks you about that shit.
Can you understand why he said he would have whooped his ass?
Huh?
Can you understand why he said he would have whooped his ass? Most men wouldn't talk on another man's wife like that. Period. Point blank. But we all know Eminem to be a bitch who ain't finna show up nowhere where nobody of any concern.
But this nigga had 10 whole years to whoop a motherfucker's ass.
Can I catch this nigga anywhere?
Hey, fucking Drake called him and put him on concert.
What?
You know how many fucking places?
Hold on.
You know
Was
how
that a
many
catch or was that an invited place to go to where you knew you were going to be safe?
You know how many motherfucking places that this nigga has been?
Where?
You saying it, hey, I need to see this nigga no matter what, no matter where. Well, motherfucker, there was plenty of opportunities for you to see this nigga.
When last time you saw
10
Eminem?
years later.
Hold on. When last time you saw Eminem in public that wasn't a surprise appearance?
You mean besides concerts? You mean besides?
Yeah, I mean besides I don't know any concerts this motherfucker done. I don't know the Dave Letterman shit you talking about, but maybe Dave Letterman is a little difficult to get into to go fuck a motherfucker up.
It's not.
Was this motherfucker at the S.O.S Awards? Was it the BET Awards?
He was at the BET Awards.
When?
Busta Rhymes.
When?
I don't know. Fucking 2008, 2009, 2010, some shit like that.
Nah, like 2003 or 4, back when the motherfuckers was on their shit, and he went with a lot of motherfuckers, and it was before Nick Cannon. He ain't been nowhere. He was everywhere when he was dissing Britney Spears and Pink and Christina Aguilera and Justin Timberlake and all the motherfuckers from the Backstreet Boys and shit like that. He was everywhere. Motherfucker was out in the middle of Times Square with 100,000 motherfuckers dressed just like him coming in talking about he the real him. When this motherfucker started getting these extra motherfucking issues when motherfuckers will come talk to your ass, and I say talk in the legal sense, I mean, come fuck you up. But I would just say I just had a couple words with him. Nowhere to be found. And at none of the award shows. All of a sudden, your pill popping addiction is too much for you to be in public with. Like, that's what it is. And we honor this motherfucker based on this bullshit that he has done in his career.
Did he ever come against like a real lyricist? Like, well, not real lyricist,
No.
but someone who can challenge him. Like, did he ever come against Kanye's wife?
No.
Kanye's wife.
Like, did he ever say anything?
Did you ever say anything about Kim Kardashian? No.
Someone who wasn't an easy target.
No.
Benzino?
Benzino wasn't an easy target?
Nah. According Benzino is fucking. Benzino stabbed Paul Pierce.
Yep. Unless you're not gonna be with police protection on a regular basis, you saying some shit to Benzino means nothing. We talking about rap beef, but if you want to take it to that street shit, yeah, a street nigga ain't finna go murder you or try to murder you off of some bullshit you said on the song when I know you got 3 armed officers on your payroll that's working with you right now. So I'm not finna ride on that. I'll let that shit, you say that shit, all right, cool, I'll take some shit back and we can move on from here. Because you never finna come nowhere and like drive on a nigga. Never. Right. Ever. All
right, so what real lyricist came at him?
He the one that started all the shit.
He doesn't. He didn't start the shit with Ja. He
He did.
He didn't start
He
the shit
did.
with
He
Benzino.
did. Ja didn't have an issue with him. He
Oh,
spoke to
no, he did. Ja had an issue with him. Once, nigga. Once M signed 50, Ja came at him.
No. Nobody came at M. Everybody talked about who they was talking about. M opened his motherfucking mouth with a motherfucking opinion. And then he went on to say shit about people.
No.
So what was Ja Rule's first song against Eminem?
Oh, so your mother's a crackhead and Kim is a known slut. So what's Haley gonna be when she grows up?
That wasn't after M was saying shit about Irv.
What? Nope.
Just as I can't quote his shit, that don't mean that he didn't do his shit first. He did. Okay, let me ask you a question. What did Britney Spears do to Eminem? What did Justin Timberlake do to Eminem?
That ain't got shit.
It has everything to do with it.
Does it?
Because
you said,
he just says motherfuckers' names and harps on shit, and we laughed, we joked, we said this nigga is great, all that. We was talking about them. Now,
and when Ja brings this shit up,
what brings what up?
Nigga, I just told you.
When these motherfuckers in the industry jump me, just because I talk about some shit from back in the day don't mean you hop on a song to make your whole next verse about me. And that's all that Eminem does.
Oh, my nigga. All right.
That's it. That's it.
Nigga.
And he only make good verses. He didn't make a good diss verse on that Ja Rule shit that he was trying to come off on Benny the Butcher shit. He fucked that song up. And then he fucked up the song on, he fucked up Fat Joe's song by talking about Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon. Period. You talking about motherfuckers who ain't thinking about you.
Okay, so all right. So Ja Rule started the shit with M. I pointed that out. Just like Ja Rule started the shit with Buster. And M,
I don't remember no Ja Rule Buster shit. But if Busta Rhymes was on Aftermath, you know they two situation was going at each other. So that could have been it, but I don't know.
All right. Look up Eminem. I don't know if it's Eminem. I know it's 50 Cent, Busta Rhymes, Hail Mary. But Ja Rule started the shit with Busta. Ja Rule started the shit with M. And responded. And responses was way doper. Just because you don't remember, I do. And M didn't, because 50 was going at Ja before 50 signed with fucking Shady. And
50 had issues with Ja Rule for real. And we all, myself included, was like, man, Ja fell off. Fuck Ja. That's what I did based off of what 50 was saying. But me with my 38-year-old mind, hey, yo, look, 50 was a bitch.
How?
50 was the one that went and got fucked up. 50 was the one that ran out. 50 is the one that ran his mouth on shit, on a lot of shit. And hey, just because the motherfucker skated and got lucky because he came from an era where motherfuckers had survival skills and then lost that way of life and did a lot of shit that most motherfuckers that I know would not do to this day, period. I don't give a fuck how much I don't like you. There's certain shit that I'm just not going to do because that goes against everything that we stand for, which 50 did. Period.
Okay, now you have to actually say real words and say what the fuck what the fuck actually
He didn't
happened.
talk about shit that he wasn't qualified to talk about, or talk about shit in which that would have got motherfuckers investigated, locked up, and or indicted.
You talking about Ghetto Quran?
I'm talking about Ghetto Quran. I'm talking about Many Men. I'm talking about a lot of 50 Cent
Okay,
shit.
okay.
Let's not act like he don't say about the real shit.
No. S.O.T. Stay on task. 50 and Ja Rule.
All right, 50 and Ja Rule. Hey, yo, look, when the motherfucker went, not Ja Rule specifically, because I can't stay on task with that one, but he went at Ja Rule's label and talked about how motherfuckers was getting extorted, and he put that, he said on record while they were being investigated that a known felonious drug dealer was the one responsible for funding their record label. He said that shit while they were going through their trial. If that ain't some snitch shit, I don't know what is. If that ain't flawed behavior, I don't know what the fuck is.
You mean 3 years into that beef?
I don't give a fuck when it is.
3 years into that beef?
I don't give a fuck when it is into the beef. If you're not gonna come over here and shoot the motherfucker, shut the fuck up. Because they had real beef because the motherfucker that they was fucking with, not Ja, not Irv, stabbed your ass. And your ass got away, ran the fuck out. If you ain't gonna go back and shoot this nigga or stab this nigga, shut the fuck up about anything else. Stop sitting here tattletelling. Because I teach classes. I teach class all day, and I don't give a fuck about you telling me what he did at your desk. Either do some shit about it or shut the fuck up. But don't tell me about the shit. But what 50 do? He didn't do shit about it. All he did was tell everybody else about everything the motherfuckers is over there doing. That's what he did. Let's be 100% real. That was flawed shit.
All right, now you have to use real words and say what the fuck happened. Because you say, all right, well, this happened, and then this happened, but 50 did this, but
50, because I'm not 50. I'm not finna say the same shit. But he didn't make songs talking about real incidents that motherfucker was actually being investigated for. And currently, while he was saying he shouldn't put it on records.
But he was saying that fucking Irv Gotti was being extorted?
It wasn't that he was being extorted, but if a motherfucker is, and because the case is over with now, if a motherfucker is funneling money through my shit, and that's my man, I fuck with him. Not that I'm being extorted, but you know what this shit is. This motherfucker got me on. This motherfucker provided bread to get me on. Now I'm I'm indebted to that individual. So now I gotta do certain shit. And certain shit is cleaning some money, having a motherfucker that, yo, look, it is what it is. You put that bread up, you gotta say so in certain shit. But we don't need a motherfucker getting on the microphone talking about real niggas who ain't in this, talk about you shit. Talking about shit and implicate motherfuckers.
No, but
let's not say 50 didn't do that.
No, but if you saying that, if you sitting there talking shit about me while you're getting extorted, that's no bueno. But if you out here getting extorted, then you need to shut the fuck up. But you can't be calling nobody a punk if you out here getting your pockets ran.
Hey, first of all, it was never proved that they were being extorted. Nobody else said, they didn't say they were being extorted. The motherfucker who he said was extorting them never said, I'm extorting them. Let's act like we know what this is.
Which one of them did you expect to say, yes, I'm extorting, or yes, I'm being extorted?
Let's act like we know what it is. The motherfucker with the dope money put up the bread for the shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now this motherfucker want to start rinsing his shit through the shit that he funded.
Mm-hmm.
And he started doing that. Mm-hmm. And you call it extortion. But it ain't extortion. It's more so of a money laundering thing.
No, it's extortion when you don't want to do it.
All right, cool.
That is literally the definition. If you don't want to do it, but you have to do it because this motherfucker, because you scared of this motherfucker.
Because you know it's what you owe, and you know and you know on a street level it's the right thing to do. It's what you're supposed to be doing. It's not extortion. It's paying back what you owe. It's staying loyal to the motherfuckers that you was with. But a motherfucker who ain't involved in it can sit here and just say it's extortion when it's not, because it looks like that if it's against the motherfucker will. But I'm not saying that it was against his will. If a motherfucker know that you did the shit that you did for me, and then you come back on that favor, and I'm like, yeah, I got you because I know what you did when we started this shit. That's not extortion. That's you paying back what you owe. But when the motherfucker don't like to pay what they owe, they see shit like that as extortion. That ain't shit but paying a debt. Paying a debt is not extortion. But motherfuckers who don't know, motherfuckers who don't operate by that same cloth, that same creed, that's what they'll call it. That's how they'll identify it. Period.
There's paying a debt, and then there is beyond paying a debt and still being forced to pay. Like, let's be honest. How much money do you think that fucking the motherfuckers put into fucking Murder Inc? I guarantee you it was nowhere near as much as the motherfuckers got out. And then you can say that, okay, well, you got to pay what you... My nigga, the words are still coming out of my goddamn mouth. You can say that, all right, well, we just got to pay this, all right, we got to cover this much that you fronted us and a certain percentage of extra. But if the shit continuously goes on and on and on, and fucking Irv Gotti ain't this gangster ass motherfucker the motherfuckers think he is.
Nobody said that.
All right, but still, once this motherfucker started getting fucking $40-50 million legit money, which they definitely made in record sales, after you've reached that point, this motherfucker did not want to continue to do the shit. There's not one motherfucker on earth that would want to continue to do that shit once they realize that not only have I paid what I owe and then some, now I'm in a spot where I ain't got to do this shit no more. And the fact that this motherfucker was still continuously doing this shit means that this motherfucker did not have a say-so in that goddamn matter. And yes, once you are doing shit that you do not have a say-so in, you are being extorted.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say you said a lot of shit right there, and I'll address this in hypotheticals. I don't know any of these. I don't know any of these things to be true or the actual events at hand. But say I'm out here trying to form a record label or imprint or whatever, and you give me X amount of dollars to form said record label, imprint or whatever, and I start to bubble that shit. I start to make my shit happen, and I get a deal. Now I got a company. Now I got a company in which it makes a lot of money. A lot of the money that it makes is kind of ambiguously identifiable. So that's that. Now I know you to be this prolific figure in the underworld. So you have X amount of dollars, which I assume to be a lot of X's amount of dollars, right? So now what you want to do logically through your enterprise is start to clean some of your money through shit. So now you want to start giving money to a record label, start saying you making this shit back from record sales or interest in said record imprint or label, whatever the fuck Murder Inc. was. Yeah. So you put shit into that and you trying to make your money right. Although you may not be going about it the most perfect way. That's just is what you're doing. And it ain't a bully situation on the motherfucker you doing it to, because the motherfucker you doing it to or doing it with is saying, hey, I got my star from you. I already know what the fuck type of time you on. Let me try to legitimize you and help you out in your situation because you helped me out in my situation. So now I'm going to return the favor. So as I'm returning that favor, I get jammed up. Now, while I'm getting jammed up, how you say it? How you say it? Yeah,
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, but you was trying. I saw you.
I was about to, but go
I
ahead.
know. So in the interim, while I'm doing this, and I also know what you're doing and what you would try to do, and me being me, wanting to give you that help back that you gave me, not putting the cap on it. I'm just, man, Joe, I'm doing what it is that I do for people that did what they did for me. That's called loyalty where I'm from. Dumb loyalty, definitely, but loyalty nonetheless. So I do that because of that, and then now this other motherfucker want to say it's extortion. This other motherfucker want to assassinate my character like I'm some little punk poo butt bitch out here doing some shit against my will that I just didn't feel I owed. So you trying to make it like I'm doing it against my will when I felt like I owed it, and I'm doing it because I'm a solid motherfucker from out here. Even though I ain't a street nigga per se, I'm still a nigga from the streets. So I still want to repay my debts, and I still would take care of the motherfuckers that took care of me. That was more so what I think the situation was with Griff and Murder Inc. Because I ain't heard one other side say nothing bad about the other. I ain't heard Griff talk about Irv in a derogatory way, and I ain't heard it from the back, and I ain't heard it from Irv going his.
Okay, but
have you?
No, but are you expecting me to? If you was extorting somebody, are you gonna say, yes, I was extorting him to clean my drug money? And if you were being extorted, would you say, yes, this person is extorting me to clean their drug money?
I wouldn't say any of those things.
Okay, then.
But you know what I also wouldn't do? I wouldn't get on the motherfucking record and talk about how another motherfucker was being extorted behind some shit on some real street shit that I knew was happening. Some shit I'm just not gonna talk about because number one, I don't have an interest in that. It ain't none of my business, so I'm not talking about it because I come from the street.
Okay. But if a motherfucker is talking about you, it's coming at you, and it's fucking with you.
When were they coming at him? Who came at him before he came at anybody else? He started the shit.
You think he started the shit?
Yes. He made these songs before anybody said anything about him. He made Get on Quran about motherfuckers who didn't even rap.
He was talking about. He was
talking about. Say it.
Yeah, he was snitching about street shit.
Right.
And none of that had to do with Ja Rule or
all
Murder
of it
Inc.
got to do with this nigga's character.
None of that has to do with Ja Rule and Murder Inc. S.O.T.
And I like how you switched this whole motherfucking conversation we got talking about this has been as washed up ass rapper
Eminem.
Yeah, to talking about 50, this other washed up motherfucker.
You know why? It all ties together. Because Ja Rule came at M because he signed 50.
No. M came at Ja Rule. Hey, look, I don't give a fuck about the order of operations. I really don't give a. I don't.
God damn it,
I don't give. I really don't even. I don't know who came. I don't know if M came at Ja first or Ja came at M first. I don't know. I know they both got embroiled in an issue because of 50, the motherfucker who started the shit from unwoven cloth. He brought this shit out to thin air. Nobody was talking about him in those situations. This motherfucker got into an altercation with a nigga on some other shit and then decided to air everybody out that had anything to do with anybody else over there.
Hey,
period.
That nigga wasn't in no beef when he did get a Quran. He just did get a Quran just talking about the hood.
About shit he wasn't qualified to talk about.
He was qualified to talk
that
about because
nobody's qualified to talk about shit that is illegal right now that I got going on. I don't give a fuck who you. I don't give a fuck if you got something to do with it.
He wasn't talking about no current shit. He was talking about shit that everybody in the streets knew.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't.
No, he was talking about shit that he knew. Everybody didn't know that shit, and guarantee you, the motherfucking reason that people was mad about it was because this ain't common knowledge shit. First of all, second of all, don't make a fucking witness statement on a record. I will murder you.
All right, and now, first of all, I do believe that everybody in the streets of New York knew all of that shit.
Who made a witness statement about it though?
Huh?
Who recorded a witness statement?
Who got arrested off of that shit? Who got prosecuted off of this shit? What's he talking about? What's
it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter if
words are still coming out of my goddamn mouth.
Because you finna say some shit. It don't matter if your snitching was It don't matter if your snitching was effective. It don't matter if the shit worked that you was trying to do. That don't matter. You still tried it. So go ahead and say what you finna say to try to defend that shit.
Okay,
don't give a fuck if it worked.
So in other words, American Gangster, that movie, whole bunch of snitching.
Yeah.
Godfather Harlem, a whole bunch of snitching.
First of all, no. They're different. 50 did this shit. 50 did this shit. You talking about American Gangster. You talking about after half these motherfuckers was dead and all these motherfuckers was 30 years removed from the shit. 50 ain't talking about some shit from 30 years ago. 50 talking about some shit from last year. A couple shits from last week. Different.
You think?
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Really?
And speaking of I don't think so, weed will be legal in Chicago in 3 weeks.
Hopefully.
Yeah, there's a couple of y'all aldermen that are trying to prevent this shit from happening.
They are our aldermen. Definitely trying to stop this shit.
Because my aldermen don't give a fuck.
So currently, some Chicago aldermen are bucking the the legalization of recreational. I can't talk about
Recreational marijuana will be legalized
marijuana.
January 1st at 12 a.m.
And certain Chicago aldermen are trying to say, we don't want this to happen. We don't want dispensaries to open up if they are not black owned. While it seems commendable on its surface, it seems really self-serving to a problem that I didn't know existed about the lack of African American owned marijuana dispensaries.
All right, now, and this is where, all right, so the first thing is, once marijuana becomes legal on January 1st, 2020, goddamn, it's 2020. First of all, the only dispensaries that will be able to sell weed are the dispensaries that are already open. It's not like there's gonna be fucking 45 new dispensaries opening up on fucking New Year's Day.
There's I think 11 new, and I think in April somewhere around
and
operational.
That's what, still 4 months after the legalization period has begun. So correct. I mean, these dispensaries that he's looking for to be black owned, motherfucker, you could have been looking for that shit a while ago when fucking the medicinal dispensaries were popping up on the south side and the west side of Chicago. You could have been looking towards the black ownership of those motherfuckers what a couple of years ago when medicinal weed got legalized. But at that point, but now it's like you wait until the fucking 12th hour, 24th, 11th hour? Is that what that shit's called?
The 23rd hour or the 11th hour?
Yeah.
And I'll just ask this question real quick. Are there any African American potential dispensary owners that are being unjustly held out of this dispensary ownership? Have any of them come out and said, hey, they're not allowing me to buy a dispensary because I'm black?
I don't think that there are. Like, I know for sure that there are quite a few African American owned and operated dispensaries that are looking to open up once the opening process has begun. But as of now, I have never heard of any African American dispensaries that have been discriminated against. And if he wants to hold up the fucking legalization of marijuana, he should have thought about that shit when he realized that, all right, there are legalized dispensaries on the south side and the west side of Chicago, and none of these are black owned. Why the fuck did he think about that shit then? He wants to wait until now, fucking 3 weeks before the shit is legalized, to try to say, hey, why ain't no niggas on the why ain't no black people on the fucking wall of fame? No. God damn it. It's way too late for that shit. You should have thought about it then. Now you're trying to push the shit back. And in the process of pushing the shit back so that maybe you can get 1 or 2 or 3 legal black dispensaries, you run the risk of having hundreds of black people arrested and caught for having weed. Maybe some will get arrested, maybe some won't. But every fucking day that this shit is being held back, there is the potential of motherfuckers to be arrested and put into the system for some shit that they didn't have to be, because the shit should be legalized.
Why do you think he's trying to do that? Like, is he
because
he really care, or he wants to seem like he cares?
He want him name in the paper.
Yeah.
He wants to be recognized as, because the shit sounds great. It sounds wonderful. It sounds noble. It sounds fucking incredible. But the fact of the matter is, I don't know who the fuck he is and how the fuck long he's been a fucking alderman. chances are it's been longer than fucking 8 months.
Hey, can I ask a more important question?
Mm-hmm.
Who are the individuals? Because I don't think it was answered. Who are the individuals that are being denied these licenses
No one.
on the basis of color?
No one that we know of as of yet.
Can we be real quick? Can we speak frank?
Mm-hmm.
People with money in our communities, for the most part, with legal money, with the expendable capital to get into an enterprise like a marijuana dispensary.
Mm-hmm.
There are not a lot of those particular individuals that look like me.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people that look like me that have money, but the majority of those individuals that have money that is like, and without any like any issues with their money. You know what I'm saying? They got all their money clean, free and clear, legal, all that shit, all great. I can account for every fucking dollar.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of the ones that I'm envisioning, they're not trying to open dispensaries based off one real specific thing,
Which is
we have a proclivity to making money off of non-traditional means, like i.e., we don't like to open up liquor stores. We don't like to open up dispensaries based, and I think it's a large part due to people that are being economically available to do that shit having religious beliefs that are contrary to that particular business.
so you think the motherfuckers are too woke to open up these destructive ass endeavors in our neighborhood?
Yes. I think that is the case. For a lot of people that have the money that are able to do it. So
I don't know about
have
that.
you heard a lot of motherfuckers that have the money that are complaining about not being able to do it?
Nah, I have not.
Do you think that do you think that there aren't any individuals that have the money that would be able to do it that are being denied?
I don't think so.
So you think that there are people that have the money that are not trying to do it?
Yeah.
Why you think they're not trying to do it?
I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't try to do it. I don't know if they don't think that it's if they don't think that it's profitable, if they don't think it's possible. I don't know if they don't trust in the process of actually going through the shit to get the process of
the license.
Yeah, the license and getting the dispensary and all this shit. I don't know if they feel like that going through that entire shit is worth it because of the fucking the amount of fucking stipulations.
The stipulations, the upfront cost and the license and all that shit.
All that shit.
It's prohibitive. It's a barrier to. It's a large barrier to entry.
Yeah.
But this is what I will say. I think that there are plenty of individuals that look like me that are able to afford this barrier to entry. But I don't think that they want to be affiliated with this particular type of industry. I think the majority of the people that have the money to do it, that look like me, don't want to do it because of their own religious proclivities. I think that the other people that have money look like me, money may not be upright, or they may feel that they won't pass a background check or financial vetting or whatever. They might not pass that in order to get a license to sell marijuana. So they might not get that, and so I think that would take them out. And the other people that got the money with no record, they don't want to be involved in it.
I don't think there's
and I'll speak from personal experience. My father could open a dispensary right now. He will never do it. Not because it won't make money, but because he think weed is bad. The devil's herb. And I don't think that he's unique in that mindset of people that are financially able but have that mindset. I think that's the majority of the reason that we don't have people getting into this industry. I think it's disingenuous for an alderman to say, hey, I'm not letting the dispensary to come to my area, my ward, unless they have a black owner. But there isn't a plethora of black owners that are being denied. You know it ain't a market for this, but you're trying to hold it up based on waving this righteous flag, when in all actuality, all you're doing is making it, you're holding up the law. You want to hold up the law. So now people that indulge in it are unnecessarily persecuted because of it under the guise of the law.
Yeah. And
Two, Kim Fox is trying to get a lot of criminal records expunged for low-level weed incidents, and I'm not sure. My belief of the law is that it's the expungement or the just clearance of these cases is dependent on the law, on the bill becoming an actual law, the proposed bill becoming an actual law January. So if it stayed off, then it's longer these people got to be in jail. It's longer these people got to be under debt. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, not even them being in jail or never having debt for it, but the fact that that shit is on their record. So that is the one thing that is preventing some people from being able to mark that. Have you ever been convicted of a felony?
Right.
Check yes. Or no.
Them too.
And
Them too.
It's like
you're slowing down their process.
Yeah, no doubt. And so yeah, there's that. And I don't like he's trying to get attention for some shit without acknowledging the damage that it's causing.
That he would cause by preventing it.
But technically he doesn't feel that he's the one that's causing the damage.
Yeah, because hey, I don't think he cares. Now, he can't acknowledge it and still act like he's the one that's got this pious mission of racial equality in this industry.
He can acknowledge how fucked up the shit that he's doing is and still take claim the high road.
No, he can't. And it's even more evident because there's only 11 new licenses that are going to be issued currently, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's 11
citywide
that are set to open. That have been in the process or whatever. So there'll be 11 different dispensaries, none of which are black. I don't think it sounds so detrimental or so impactful when you say, man, of the 11, there are non-black. But when you say of all the new dispensaries being owned, there is 0% black ownership, because you can play with the numbers and make them seem more impactful than they actually are.
100% of them.
There's only 11. Most motherfuckers got rejected. Now, if we were looking at the pool of individuals in the application process that were African American, I bet you we would find that it was a very, very slim portion of that pool of African Americans that applied. Now, if you let the bill become law and they start to get some of these convictions off the books, some people can start to free up money that look like you and me, that will be able to get these things off their record that were precluding them from opening up their own dispensaries because they got a felony or whatever they got. But now if you get the law into act, now my felony's removed, now my record's cleared up a little bit, now I can open up a fucking dispensary that the shit was blocking me from in the first place. I was being blocked because I had this conviction or I had this incident on my record. Now, if you take this shit off my record, now when I want to open up a dispensary in 4 months, I can do that shit because that is no longer on my record. But the longer you fight it, the longer you keep it on my record, the further back you push me from being able to make a profit off of this shit that we should be making a profit off of because everybody else is doing that shit already.
And I'm not quite sure how likely that circumstance is.
I think it's very likely. I think it's a lot of motherfuckers in that boat.
Theodore posted a comment and said black people won't be allowed to have dispensaries.
Why won't they be allowed to have dispensaries? Most dispensaries are granted, the license for most dispensaries are granted through either blind adjudication or lottery. Illinois has a lottery program. Another recreational state like St. Louis has a blind application process. So while we're complaining that it's excluding blacks for black's sake, when situations arise that are contrary to that belief standpoint, like a lottery, like a blind assignment of license based on business model, business plan, we can't just what's the word? We just can't go back to fall. We just can't fall back on the racism card. Yeah, we just can't default to racism on everything. Everything isn't racism. And sometimes we stand in our own way. And I think we are doing that now. As far as standing in our own way to try to get what the fuck we want to get accomplished. Try to better empower some people, more people that look like us. Maybe we can get some more shit done in a greater way.
So the bigger picture is let's get these people off of get it off their record.
Get it off their records.
And stop people from getting arrested or getting fined.
Even if I don't want a dispensary, you know what getting this marijuana charge off my record does for me?
It allows you an opportunity to get a job.
Allows me to go work at Macy's.
Man, Joe, not just Macy's. What if I was had a professional background, but only job I could get was Macy's because I got this shit on my record. Now I can go from I make $30,000 at Macy's. Now I can go get this $80,000 job at this tech company because this is what I have a degree in. But because I'm black, I was unfairly persecuted behind marijuana laws. So a motherfucker caught me riding with a half a blunt and fucked my life up. You know what I'm saying?
So she's just expunging it.
Getting rid of, expunging, eradicating, whatever word you want to use. She's getting rid of the shit.
No longer
doesn't count. They ain't there no more. So now, when I'm going for these jobs that I'm qualified for, but because I smoked some weed and I got pulled over and I got railroaded because I was black, now I can go try to not be dinged in the background check area because I don't have this shit on my record no more, which is just a low level weed offense because I had a ounce on me. Yeah, I'm finna smoke this shit. Hell, even if you was finna sell it, fuck it, we selling it now, so you shouldn't be in jail for selling it then, any longer. Period. Point blank.
Are people who sold it? They're gonna get their record expunged too?
Yes.
Oh.
People.
You sure?
Yeah.
Not just people who were caught with it.
Not just caught with it. There are certain people that were caught with it that were assigned with intent to distribute. Right. And it doesn't mean that what it means, intent to distribute is a certain amount of weed that you have. Right. I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe it's a certain amount of weed that you have. It might be individually bagged weed. I don't know. But let's just say you got caught with 2 pounds in your trunk. You might have wanted to buy that shit to go have a great grand party with, not be a drug dealer or whatever. But then you got arrested while you were in college. Maybe you were trying to pay for college. I don't know. Whatever the fuck it was that you was trying to do with this 2 pounds of weed that they caught you with. Let's go ahead and get this off your record now. You ain't do nothing violent with it.
Nah,
what?
Nigga, 2 pounds. That shit's gonna stay on your record.
I don't know. If
2 ounces. you might can get.
I don't know if 2 pounds stay on your record. And I just said 2 pounds. Maybe not 2 pounds. Maybe 2 ounces.
2 ounces you can get off your record. 2 pounds, that shit is staying.
Okay, well, whatever you can get off your record to help you out to get a financially viable job for the time that you live in, the better, right?
Yeah.
Nate Barnes says they won't let blacks in, period. Just like the breakfast program. Remember Fred Hampton assassinated by our U.S. government. Y'all actually talked about that earlier today.
Man, Joe, Fred Hampton was not a part of the breakfast program. Fred Hampton said,
no.
Yeah,
Fred Hampton,
with the Black Panther Party, they did the breakfast program.
Yes, they started the breakfast program. They also started the WIC program.
That was what their main focus was initially, I thought.
Hey, look, he didn't start the breakfast program.
He didn't start.
He did his own breakfast program.
Okay.
And then CPS did their own breakfast program. But before him,
there was no breakfast.
No breakfast. I was like, hey, yo, look, my little brothers and sisters out here need to eat. Not me, but Fred Hampton words. My little brothers and sisters out here need to eat. My little brothers, my little sisters need to eat. So I'm gonna start feeding them. And then CPS at a point adopted a breakfast program. But let's not get it confused with what they did and what he did.
No, he didn't put it with the.
That's all.
He just said he did the breakfast program.
I just want to make it clear.
Okay.
Wasn't what they doing now. What he was doing was totally different.
He did not even mention the black crowd. He said they won't let blacks in, period. Just like the breakfast program. Remember Fred Hampton, assassinated by our U.S. government. That's all he said.
Yeah.
So you agree that Fred Hampton did do the breakfast program.
What I'm saying is this: he is whoever that is that wrote that is also doing the false alarming that does not need to happen.
Yeah, there was
nothing
that Fred Hampton was being blocked from. Fred Hampton decided, hey, people's got to eat, and so he fed them. And the government was like, oh, that's a good idea. And then they started feeding the kids, and then they also killed Fred Hampton.
Right.
2 different things. They didn't kill him because of breakfast. They just killed him because
they killed him because, hey, yo, look, you can't be uniting black people behind the cause. And they will assassinate everything that you got. Anytime anybody wants to do anything in a positive way, in a forward-moving way for black people, they attempt to either discredit them or get rid of them. And they have shifted towards discrediting more because it's easier and we don't have to do as much cover-up work. We're going to do all the covert stuff. I can just tell lies about you and people will believe it.
And then they also get some black people to discredit themselves.
They do that also.
Yes.
By holding on to narratives such as what he just said. We can't hold on to the bullshit and expect to be looked at as credible.
I'm talking about Herman Cain and Sheriff Clark.
Oh, well,
they definitely got those black people to discredit themselves.
Oh yeah, they did.
But yeah, continue on.
But I was talking about from more of a grassroots level, and I want everybody to be a part of this. You don't have to be exorbitantly rich. It's you. Yeah. You. What was his name?
This guy that just spoke.
Yep.
Nate.
I want to talk to you, Nate. Specifically, Nate. Don't spread the propaganda. Don't spread the conspiracy theories. Spread the actual facts about situations. You are doing a disservice to us when you tout the conspiracy theories. We will be better served, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, but this is my opinion. We'd be better served attacking this from a truth standpoint. You want to know why? Because we got several legs to stand on with the truth. Mm-hmm. All of the what ifs and all that shit, it only serves to make us look crazy because all you saying is what ifs. Just say the what ares, the what is, I know they ain't proper, but the what ares, the what is, and the what's happening now. Stick to that. We got enough on that alone to go far with and to make a lot of change now. But when you do what our alderman in the 24th ward is doing, you hurt your own people on a short-sighted basis. Let's play this long term. Let's understand what these things would actually mean and use them to our advantage. But when we start to sit here and say, well, fuck them because of this, that, fuck them. But
fuck them for the proper reasons.
Proper reasons. And also build your own shit while you saying fuck them. Don't be like fuck them and then just go home. No, fuck them. I'm doing this because this builds upon a platform to better help my people. You got to get there. And that's what that's the most important part. That's all I can leave you with on some incredible shit. Just like Nick left you on some incredible shit, and Lizzo left you on some incredible shit.
Yeah, she probably left some incredible shit on the goddamn chairs.
Hey, yo, look,
to change.
You ever got a whiff?
I don't want no Lizzo whiff.
There's a whiff that every man gets. Every man has gotten a whiff. You don't want a Lizzo whiff.
Yeah.
Lizzo, put some fucking pants on. And we also talk about all you all. It's not just because you big. And hey, yo, look, if you got your ass out where kids are, and you got your ass out not where people are coming to see your ass, or where people are coming to see a basketball game. You want to know why veganism isn't successful?
Why isn't it?
Because they sound crazy when they say the shit they say. They speaking too much hyperbole. You want to know why you as the obese nation won't ever overcome?
Why won't we?
Because you put your faith in the Lizzos of the world, and they continue to act like dumbasses in front of the people, and it what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say subterfuges your cause. I think that's the right word.
But we don't. We don't.
Yeah, I do though.
We just here.
No, not black people. I was talking about people.
Yes.
I was talking about obese people. Not black people. Obese people.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool.
We just here. We not putting a whole fucking mission statement behind this motherfucker because she got her ass out. No, we just here. We're not trying to impose. We're not trying to impose our lifestyles on other people.
Lizzo, we in agreement. Lizzo is not a black thing; it's a fat thing. Right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
like
fat people.
Fat people.
When you ignore cholesterol and diabetes and all kinds of other shit, you make us not take you seriously because you champion motherfuckers who got like high cholesterol and diabetes and shit. Like they shouldn't be championed. They should be told to like go on a diet, like do some exercise, get a little slimmer. You can't boo that. That's not me body shaming you. That's me trying to enable you. That's it. That's all.
But that is not the case. Thing is, fat people don't really give a fuck about don't give a fuck about skinny people. It's the vegans that are trying to impose their will on other people. Fat people, we not trying to impose burgers on people. We just want you to shut the fuck up and let us eat our burger in peace. We don't give a fuck about what you eat. It's always vegans that are trying to impose their veganism and their vegetables on other people.
And that's why I say they sound crazy.
Yes.
Let these motherfuckers eat burgers as they want to eat burgers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fight it. Let them do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Also, fat people, don't champion motherfuckers who you know is unhealthy and might have a heart attack soon. Don't champion motherfuckers that you know it's not normal to have to walk around with a sweat rag. It's not normal.
And shit.
It's not normal.
It's me.
Hey, yo, look, it's not normal.
They get hot.
Hey, yo, look, when's the last time you had your arteries checked?
Huh?
When the last time you had your arteries checked?
Shit, probably like 3 days.
That's not an actual real thing, but it is what it is.
It's not.
I don't know. I would encourage you, my brother, to be healthy because I want you around a long ass time to deliver these whack ass puns. Speaking of these whack ass puns, go ahead and give out like whatever the fuck you was finna do. I got a feeling it's gonna be whack, but I hope it's gonna be good.
This pun is gonna be great. We want to thank all y'all for tuning in.
Thank you.
Yes.
But I don't know. You slapped the shit out yourself.
I don't know, but she tapped the ear, and I don't know what that means. Yes. All right. So
Okay.
you can check us out on iTunes,
Spotify,
podcast.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Facebook,
Castbox, YouTube.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. Hey, we need 100 followers so that we can change our goddamn URL address.
We do.
And
we're putting videos on our YouTube now, so you have no excuse at this point.
Yep, because there's something
we're there.
Yeah. So make sure to tune that. And the 17th, Tuesday the 17th. Is that the 17th? Yes, it is a Tuesday. Oh shit! Goddamn, I remember in the dates. All right, so Tuesday, December the 17th. Yeah, almost
fucked it up.
Yep.
Started patting yourself on the back too hard.
Come check out Candace Marie. She is performing at Mariano's in Bronzeville. Alcohol did not stop me. So go tune in, come and see the performance, and then do some grocery shopping. Hey, if you go to Mariano's, they will actually cook your motherfucking food for you.
They will cook your meat for you,
so you could go get you some.
Probably not with a lot of seasoning. I don't know. I ain't tried it out yet. But hey, yo, look, you can go there, start shopping. You can go there, pick out your meat, go watch her sing some songs.
You want to sing some Christmas songs?
Are you doing? Why are you doing Christmas songs? Nobody wants to hear Christmas songs.
You don't sing this Christmas?
You can sing "Let It Snow" and you can sing
"This Christmas."
Nah, you can't sing "This Christmas." Nah. Nobody want to hear that.
Everybody wants to hear "This Christmas."
Shake a hand. Nah. Nobody want to hear that. Nobody want to hear that.
I did a rap to the sample of "This Christmas."
That's why he wants you to do it, so he come and pop up and do a cameo.
I should, but I won't.
Yeah,
because Tuesday is because they will probably arrest me for saying all the curse words. Yes, hey, I see the time.
So let me just say, hey, look, go out to Mariano's and shop at the store, play the lottery, because this particular performance is being sponsored by the Illinois Lottery. So that's why it's happening. So go play the lotto, get you a quick pick, 4 box straight, $5 box, 50-50 split, whatever the fuck they do, terminology.
And enjoy the soulful singing of Candace Marie.
And enjoy the soulful singing of Candace Marie, and also renew your zest for the lottery at the same time. Those are the things that she got going on. I got nothing going on, like I've been telling y'all for the past I don't know how many weeks. Blackboard Jungle is coming out like now.
Hey, this motherfucker's about 3 weeks away from being referred to as a former actor.
Hey, yo, look.
Nigga.
Hey, yo, look. Hey, yo,
do
look.
some shit.
Hey, yo, look. I don't have to do shit. I got shit coming out, so I got to do nothing. I got shit in the pipe.
Yeah.
Got shit in the pipe, so it's coming out. We doing the premiere trailer screening for Business here this Friday at I think it's the Lighthouse on something 55th and in Hyde Park. I think it's Hyde Park on 55th. Yeah. Hey, yo, look, I just found out that shit was gonna be happening today. I ain't know until today. I'm slow on shit. I don't be around sometimes. Yeah. Anyway, we've been signing off for the last 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna have his pun ready. We'll jump in with it at some point.
And speaking of all the promotions, I want everybody to know that I am hosting a charity event for people who struggle to reach orgasm. If you can't come, just let me know.
Wait, is that a pun or a come on or a pickup line, motherfucker?
It's a charity event for people who struggle to reach orgasm. If you can't come, let me know.
Yep.
We can help you.
I'm aware of all that. It sounds like a pickup. It sounds like a dirty old man pickup line.
No,
it don't sound like a pun. It sounds like some nigga.
That is hilarious.
It sound like
that is great.
It sounds like some shit in the motherfucker named John Arthur would say. And John Arthur wear like black socks all the way up to his knees with sandals and shit.
Amateurs that I deal with.
You don't have another one.
I don't. You're welcome, people.
Hey, yo, look, you've been staved. We thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a good one. Come back next week.